Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast. I am Thomas the Franchise, broadcasting live from Certified Tattoo Studios. The homie Dal Palantonio sitting across from me. The homie JJ down here at the end of the table. My guy Mike P sitting in with us today, man. Wanted to come through and sit in on the podcast. A lot of topics to talk about. I apologize, we were gone on Monday, but it's gonna kind of get crazy. Dallas is gonna explain what happened. We'll kind of get into that. We'll wrap up some of the loose ends that we left last podcast. I know we talked about a lot of topics we kind of got left hanging over the weekend, and then on Monday it just feels like forever since we've been here. But how you doing, Dal? How's it going, man? Not that good.
We're back. We're back. It has been a crazy couple of days. Let's say 4 days, man. Just been all over the damn place, taking care of Robin. Shall we get into it?
I think
what are we doing?
Before we get into that, before we jump right into it here, I want to let's kind of update the audience on what we've kind of decided to do with the future shows. A lot of people were like hitting us up in YouTube comments and stuff before, like, man, I hope you guys continue to keep this rolling through the holidays and all this stuff. And with us missing this week, we were gonna kind of do a normal week. We were gonna have 2 episodes. We were supposed to. And that didn't happen, so we're dropping 1 this week. Right. Next week, Christmas. Following week, New Year's. We're only going to be able to do 1 show each week. We're still going to do a show. We're still going to drop 1 episode next week, 1 episode the following week. But it's just not going to work schedule-wise because Monday's Christmas Eve, Tuesday's Christmas. I don't want to have JJ in here Monday editing the fucking podcast on Christmas Eve, late. I'm out with my family trying to enjoy my time. I just wouldn't feel right about that. Yep. He's in here fucking slaving away, working. I'm enjoying cocktails with my family, losing bets. You know what I mean? I'm
feet up bets.
Yeah, exactly.
I have shit to do on Christmas Eve, so...
What? Well, actually, what we're going to do, we're actually going to do a podcast now because I don't give a fuck about what JJ has going on. Yeah. He's going to be in this bitch slaving away. I'm just kidding. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's good. JJ, that's exactly what the fuck I was saying. Why did you feel the need to... I have stuff. It wasn't like I was like, hey, we're going to do the podcast, and then you chime in and say, I'm big upping you right now. I'm standing up. I'm saying we're not going to do the podcast next week because you have stuff to do, and then you feel the need to grab the mic, chime the fuck in, and say, hey, actually, I have some things I have to do. Well, no fucking shit, JJ. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to work. You have shit to do. I have shit to do. It's Christmas Eve. People have stuff to do.
I ain't got shit to do.
Dallas has nothing to do, so he'll be here doing the podcast solo next week. He's
dolo.
editing it as well.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, the podcast is not going to work out next week because we'd have to record Monday. JJ'd be editing, and then we'd upload it on Christmas. That's not really going to work. I'm going to be in the mountains of my parents' house. I'm not going to be able to come get the video from JJ to upload it. It's just going to not work out. So same thing following week, New Year's Eve. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be. I got a little thing planned, me and my girl, for New Year's Eve, so we're going to be doing that. Got a little Airbnb action, going to stay up in Black Hawk and have some fun there. So
sounds dope. It
is going to be dope.
What if I just mysteriously showed up? Would that be dope?
I think it'd be funny.
Hell yeah.
I don't think you know Mia. She wouldn't give a shit.
Mike, you trying to roll to Black Hawk?
When? Oh, you're talking about him coming up?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
and
New Year's Eve.
And he doesn't even have a mic.
That's
if
true.
You're going to talk to him, he's got to be on the mic because people aren't going to be able to hear what the fuck he's saying. Anyways, so that's how it's going to go. We're going 1 podcast this week, 1 podcast next week, 1 podcast the following week. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. It's just the holiday season. It's not going to work with the schedules, and I'm not going to try to stress. We're not going to stress out over it. We're not, if I was getting paid, it'd be another thing, but just the fact that I'm doing this, I'm trying to enjoy my life too. So that's what it comes down to. I apologize for anyone that doesn't like that or you're not feeling it, but you fucks can take that L on the way out. Oh shit, did I get it? Oh, I got to be able to turn up the other sound. Anyway, Dal, man, get into your situation. Get into it. Let's start with last Thursday night. Yeah. As I dead this music here. Last Thursday night, we had the Chiefs-Chargers.
We did.
You and I watched the game together.
Great game.
My man over here had 50 on it. He cashed 50 on the Chargers plus 3.5. Didn't even need the plus 3.5. If he wasn't doing some bitch shit, he would have just taken him straight up if he was really confident. But instead, you weren't that confident, so he took him plus the 3.5. But they didn't even need it, right? It looked like at halftime, though, you looked like you were in trouble. It looked like they were on the verge of a blowout. Was it 28-10 or 28-14? Something like that. They looked like they were on the verge of getting blown out in Arrowhead. Can you imagine what the live betting line would have been at that time? You probably would have got the Chargers plus 950, I would imagine.
Dude, the other thing was the Chargers did everything wrong. of managing the game at the
Right.
end. Phillip Rivers fucking complaining about the hit, and it was an illegal hit.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not
It
get
feels
it
like
twisted.
so long ago.
But this fool was just wasting time, like just fucking like Vance Joseph mismanaging game, I thought. But somehow they still pulled it out.
I thought overall it was an exciting game. It was everything we thought it was going to be. I didn't expect the Chargers to win.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't look at you too crazy when you put the bet in. I was kind of like, plus 3.5. It's not really that many points in Kansas City.
I didn't expect them to win.
But yeah, it felt a little.
I thought they would cover the spread.
You thought that's what you put in. Thought they would cover the spread. Yeah. Unless you're just might as well leave the mic over there. Unless you're talking on the mic, you know what I mean? Unless you're JJ, you might as well just,
Right.
leave it. Let's extend it. Can we put the arm down? Can we move the coffee so we don't spill it all over the MacBook? No, just put the arm. There we go. Just
Coffee's
extend
done.
it. Yeah, perfect. The coffee's gone. All right. So then we go from the Chiefs-Chargers game. Thursday night, we have a great Thursday night. We roll into Friday. We upload that podcast. It was probably one of the most fire episodes we had last week. I loved that episode. I loved everything from having Roselli on to us talking a bunch of shit. I loved everything about it. I thought it was a lot of fun. What were you going to say?
There was one thing though.
What?
Did I make it in time for that $5?
Oh,
bet?
that's right.
Did
So
I make it to your crib?
The $5 bet. So Dallas had his Oh fuck! He had the counseling
I had the
session. I forgot about
counseling
that too. So Dallas had the counseling session. He was rushing to my house. We had a $5 bet on the podcast whether he was going to make it by halftime. Somehow this fuck rolls up with 32 seconds to go on the fucking door, pounding away. I'm in the bathroom trying to take a piss. This guy's banging away on the door. I'm trying to delay it.
Yeah.
And anyway, he gets there with 32 seconds left. I lose the $5 bet. I feel like he finessed me. I feel like the session either wasn't as long as it was an introductory 10-minute fucking session, or it started earlier than it did. I feel like there's no way you started a counseling session at 6 and you were there at my crib at halftime.
It was all schemed for
had
sure.
to be. Yeah. It was fucking had to be.
Let me tell you what happened. I can't tell you what we talked about, unfortunately. Robin says, hey, let's draw a line in the sand somewhere. So
Oh, we're doing boundaries now?
That's
tight.
I killed the session. That's all I'm going to say. I murdered the session.
How are you going to say that and then you can't say what happened?
Dog,
what does that even mean? How do you murder a counseling
I put
session? The people are eager to know.
I put everything in there. I controlled the session. I talked probably 70% of the whole fucking session. I got everything out. I was super honest. I was super transparent. I admitted fault. And I was on point.
Have you guys done another session?
No, next one is tomorrow night.
Oh, no shit.
Tomorrow night? Ready to
Gotcha.
go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Interesting. So I guess a week, basically a week, a little over a week from before. So maybe you think you killed the first session, but maybe she was just letting you fucking rattle off all your bullshit in the first session. Then the second session, she's going to come back to you with some coaching. Be like, all right, now that you got all your nonsense out of the way, here's what really is going on. She's going to fucking lay the gauntlet down with you. Hopefully that's what happens.
It's possible. I'm ready.
Okay, so you can't say what you did, but you killed the counseling session?
Yeah, I killed
Or
it.
you murdered it,
Like
apparently?
I said, the things I said earlier was just, hey, I was very honest. I was very transparent. I was very understanding. Even admitted some of my own faults and kind of basically gave a trail or a backlog of where this comes from, where this stems from, some of my behaviors or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
So I think that was important. I think Robin was shocked or maybe surprised at some of the things and was like, well, I didn't know that. Like, because I was kind of looking at her, peripheral vision, to the side because I didn't want to stare at her because I was a little embarrassed for some of these things. Some of them I wasn't. But I'm kind of catching eyes from peripheral. And she's like, oh, like give me the, oh, I get it. Or, oh, that's, wow, that's
Is this
crazy.
stuff you hadn't said in combos between you two before?
Some of it had come up. Yeah, dude, we went deep.
What do you mean? Some of it had come up in previous combos or not?
Some of it had.
Why would she be looking at with
Yes.
a look of astonishment on her face that you
Well, some of it was.
were you having a revelation?
Yes, absolutely.
You really were.
I was totally, man.
Huh.
And man, there was even a time in the session where I had to pause. Like I blew my own damn mind. I'm like, oh, that's where that comes from. Like from my dad, from my mom's side, from some of the things that I didn't see or some of the things that I did see growing up as a child or whatever. Like literally, there was times in this session where I was like, oh.
So you almost had like a little landmark forum
For sure.
moment
Yeah.
by yourself or
And
in
I think
counseling.
that is what surprised Robin a little bit because she hadn't heard that because I was fucking shocked.
Right.
So how the fuck would she know about it, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's it.
All right, so you guys did the counseling sesh. We roll into the weekend. You have to work over the weekend?
I did have to work a lot of the
Obviously, you're
weekend.
in retail.
But
Terrible time of the year.
Oh, it's the worst, dude. But as I said in the last podcast, so we did make some time. You know, I was excited to go to the Denver Zoo Lights. So we hit that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit that up on Friday night. Now
The 3D glasses?
You got it.
You were all geeked.
We got
you
the
went all out?
We had the VIP pass,
That's
right? So you got the 3D goggles, and then you got either the choice of a hot coffee or a hot cider. So
Okay.
I got the cider, Robin got the coffee. And dude, we had an enjoyable time. It was fucking freezing, but we had a great time. What I would say though, I was a little disappointed. So the year previous, we went to the Denver Botanic Gardens and saw those lights.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Dude, those Botanic Garden lights are fucking fire.
Yeah.
It is one of the best light shows I have seen.
I need to look
to
up
this
and
day.
see when that ends. I need to get tickets.
So here's my view. If you're going to go to either one of those and you have the choice, I would probably say for lights and just the overall ambiance, go to the Botanic Gardens. That's where my vote is. Okay, because now I've done both. It was cool having the coffee. It was cool having the cider. I guess the other thing that was cool about the Denver Zoo lights, the lights weren't as good, let's be honest, as the Botanic Garden lights. Now, that being said, you were able to see some of the animals at the zoo in the evening as well. So like we were able to see the elephants, and we saw the seals. So that was kind of cool. So you're getting kind of some lights and you're getting the zoo feel.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of a cool concept, but I feel really bad for animals in zoos. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm a big animal guy, so I just feel like they're caged animals. Let's just take them and let them be free, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool. But the Botanic Garden lights just is a better display. It's just better done, more well done, I would say.
Okay.
So that's my vote there.
Filling up the love tank.
We had a good night,
Going
though.
to the lights.
Yeah, man, we had a good night.
After the counseling sesh. So wait, everything after the counseling sesh was good? There was no like arguing or any nonsense after the sesh?
Not at all.
Okay, so you just rolled into the weekend good.
Well, because I rolled to your house as well. So we kind of had time to digest everything that was being said. Because I went to your house and then came back.
Was she unhappy about that? Was she unhappy that you just came to my house right after the counseling session, didn't kind of hang out? Because I would have been a little bit unhappy, especially seeming how you rushed out of the counseling session to make it there by halftime to win this $5.
Yeah.
I would have been pretty disappointed.
Yeah, there was a little disappointment. I mean, Robin is a very like, hey, let's talk about what we just went through.
Let's talk for an hour and a half. Let's do some more talking.
Let's do some more talking. That's it. So,
yay.
But some of the
Sounds
counseling
fun.
sessions that we had done in the past, maybe months ago, years ago, we had, we would go out to dinner or something afterwards, and just kind of talk about things gently, and maybe not even talk about the session, but just kind of be together. I think that's important, for somebody like Robin, who's very in her feelings about things and understands and empathizes and all that stuff. So I think she was a little disappointed about that. Like, oh, we usually kind of go out to dinner, that kind of stuff, but you're going to Zach's. I understand. I get it. Because I had made that plan before.
Right.
So I was not guilty of anything, but I think she was a little disappointed, but not mad.
Yeah, well, like you said, you had already made the plan. I mean, it was one of the biggest games of the year.
Dude.
We were going to watch it. You missed half of it anyway.
Yeah, and I'd already fucked it over anyways by making this counseling appointment anyways and agreeing to it, so it's my fault.
All right, so you got through that. We went into the weekend. Everything was cool.
Yeah.
I had a holiday party for Certified over the weekend.
I saw your social.
Before we get into that, let's jump into the fucking shoes. All right, so Friday the drop, right?
Yes.
Spider-Man's drop, Frozen Yellow's drop.
Yep.
I went for the 12.5. I show up I get the notification on Thursday later in the day after we record the cast.
Yep.
I did not win. You get the notification. You did not win. I was like, oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy. I thought for sure I didn't win because I got the 12.5 or as I tried for the 12.5. You didn't win. Then we see Chris Roberts, the dude that works here at this shop. He didn't win.
Nope.
And all three of us had been taking nothing but W's on the Foot Locker app. We've all been crushing it. So then I get the notification about a half hour later. I did win the Jordan 1 Spider-Man joints. So I'm geeked on those. Yep. I'm pretty excited. So I go down there on Friday morning to pick up my pair. The little homie at Foot Locker looks like J. Cole. Used to work at the Aurora joint.
Not familiar.
Yeah. We'd seen each other before. I don't know his name or anything. We're just cool. We're just mutually kind of cool, whatever. He, whatever. So we're chopping it up, and I get there, and he's like, he sees me. He's like, "Oh, what's up, man? You didn't want to get you didn't win the Frozen Yellows, or you don't want to get the Frozen Yellows?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't win them. I was a dumbass and went for a 12.5."
Yeah.
And he's like, he kind of started laughing. He's like, "Oh shit, yeah, man, we didn't even get any 12.5s." I'm like, "Oh, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
Of course you didn't. Like, of course me, being an idiot, goes for the 12.5." And he's like, "Yeah, man, the biggest size we got was 12, but I got a 12 in the back. If you want it." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
chilling? He's like, yeah, for sure, dude. I was like, oh, cool. He fucking brought it out. He's like, on one transaction. I was like, yeah. So I bought that and the Spider-Mans. I just got super fucking lucky.
Yeah.
I already had a 12. Shout out to the homie C Grass on Twitter. He reached out and he got a pair for retail. He shipped them to me for retail plus shipping.
Have you got those yet?
From the East Coast? No. They actually they should be here today.
Nice.
The tracking says today. And my Me Adidas, I got a sick pair of Me Adidas. Those will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that. But anyway, I get both pairs.
Yep.
Was not expecting to get the frozen yellows that day. I was expecting to just get my pair from the East Coast.
Yep.
So ended up getting them that day. This is the pair I'm wearing on feet right now today. And super excited to have them. Super pumped. Wanted that pair. Wanted to double up. Definitely wanted to get the 12.5, but I'm not going to, it's fine. It is what it is. The 12 is fitting just fine. No insole. Stretched them out a little bit with the shoe tree. They're good. And honestly, I will say, now that I have both pairs in the size 12 and in size 13, I think I'm going to continue to go with 12s without the insole, because after the 13 starts to loosen up a little bit, after the initial first few wears, your foot's sliding in it.
Yeah.
For me personally, my foot's sliding in the
Do you have
13.
a heel flop?
Not that bad, but
just sliding.
Yeah, it's just noticeable
Gotcha.
that it's kind of slides around.
Let me put you on game a little bit on Foot Locker here real quick. So what happened? I did a little research.
They got the shipment late, right?
Yeah, shipment was late, so they actually have to put in what they got at a certain time in the reservation app, right? So they didn't get the shipment in time, so that was delayed, so they couldn't put...
They couldn't load them all into the app.
They couldn't load all the sizes
that
that they eventually got.
Right.
So the sizes that they got before the reservation closed was like sizes 9s and 11s.
Yeah.
So anybody who got the reservation on 9s and 11s got their pairs through the app. The rest, it just ended up being first come, first serve because they got the shoes too late. So I found that out. That was kind of cool. I myself had bought a pair off of StockX that I told you the night privy to them releasing.
Yep.
And I bought them for, what was it? Did I say
250? 255 or something?
Yeah, it was like 250. I think it was 252 plus
something like that,
plus the shipping. So I felt good about that, and I was like, well, at least I got a pair. The next day, I go in to pick my Spider-Mans up, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking lost the app. And they're like, oh, yeah.
That's the same day I went, Friday?
It's the same day.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and I go in there.
Did you get the Spider-Mans, by the way?
Yeah,
oh, you
got them.
You bought them. Okay.
Yeah, I bought them. So then, of course, they gave me the same conversation. Hey, man, you didn't get your Zebras? I'm like, nah, man, fucking lost your app. So they had a full-size run.
Yeah.
And by that time, an hour before I went to Foot Locker to pick up my Spider-Mans, I bought the frozen yellows off of Foot Locker's website, dude, because they were sitting.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting on 2 pairs. I go to Foot Locker and they're like, "Hey man, we got you.
some.
How many pairs you want? We can let you have multiple pairs.
No
We're gonna
way.
be cool with you, man."
Wow.
Like, because I know a couple people there and that's cool. They're like, "Yeah, you can have as many as you want." I'm like, "I got fucking 2 coming. They're bricks.
Right.
I just wanted 1 pair to wear and I want 1 pair to keep because I just really like the colorway, even though most people don't." So
what do you mean most people don't? You don't think a lot of people like that?
My timeline's fucked right now.
Oh,
everybody's saying
because they're everywhere.
The comparison because
they're everywhere.
That's it.
Fuck those people.
And then everybody's bringing up
fuck your timeline. How about that?
Everybody's bringing up the McChickens again and all that.
You should
bullshit.
go on there and unfollow all that fucking timeline.
I know,
Fuck
I
those
should.
people.
Then I wouldn't have any followers, probably.
Idiots. These shoes suck. Fucking 5 months ago, greatest shoes ever.
Yeah.
You guys
Most
are such
limited
douchebags.
shoe ever. Yeah, for sure.
Fucking bags.
So yeah, that's my story. So I don't have any frozen yellows at this point. My first order from Foot Locker should be here today, actually. So I'm kind of in your same boat from Egrass or Seagrass or whatever. Whatever his name is, and then the other pair from StockX.
Egrass.
Egrass. Isn't that something you build in your basement, like an Egrass fucking window?
No clue what you're talking about.
All right, that's cool.
Yep, we'll move on.
You're not about that construction life.
No idea.
So yeah, that's my story with my pickups.
Okay, so wait, Spider-Mans, are you gonna wear them? I know you were talking about being a collector and being such a comic book fan, which I'm not. I just think the shoe is dope. I don't know. A bunch of people reached out to me trying to talk comics, and I apologized to them. I was like, fellas, I don't know anything about comics. I just post pictures wearing the shoes. Photo looks good. Other than that, I don't know shit about comics. I just know how to style the shoe, make the shoe look good. I just like the shoe. I don't know anything about the nostalgia. I don't know the origin story. I don't know anything behind it. I just like the shoe. That's it. That's what it comes down to for me. I just thought the shoe was dope. Speaking of that, did you see those Parlay Adi Zeros that were on sale for $64 shipped, those teals? Dude, if I didn't already have the teal NMD and the if I didn't just create those teal Me Adidas with the black boost, I would have fucking jumped on those. I was just like, dude, I had them. I went to buy them real quick. I was like, man, that is the steal of a lifetime. And they looked fucking sick with shorts or with like I don't think they would look good with jeans. I don't just like any uncaged, but shorts, joggers, they look dope. But I already have 2 pairs of fucking bright teal shoes like that. I don't need
The
third.
AM4 parlays went on sale to of 150, I believe. I thought about copping those because that blue is just so nice. And the only AM4 I have is that Billie Jean King. That's obviously too small because it's that size.
No,
9.
is that the one I'm talking? Is that the one I'm talking about?
No, because there was an Audi Zero.
Oh, the Audi Zero was the one I was talking
You're
about.
right. You're right.
Okay.
But I would have rather got the AM4 parlays versus the Audi Zero. That's
Okay.
just more of a shoe for me. But yeah, I did.
Okay,
a lot of great sales.
So you're wearing those shoes. You copped both pairs. Frozen yellows are on the way.
Got it.
That's what happened with mine. I ended up getting 2 pairs, but they're both size 12. I took L's on the size 12 and a half.
Yep.
But it worked out for me. I was able to get my pair the day of when they dropped. I was able to rock them on Saturday. As you saw, if you follow me on IG, I was able to post a couple more pictures. I'm trying to get my IG popping. Cobra, she has like 110,000 followers. She's been on VH1, Black Ink Crew Chicago, tattoos here at our shop. She's crushing it. So she's been trying to help me get my IG more popping. She's like, you got to post more photos of your fits. You're always looking fucking fresh. You're always rocking shit. You need to take advantage of this. So she's been really trying to help me. So if you follow me on IG and you've been seeing the influx of photos or posts daily, I'm trying to just be more on my grind. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm trying to get to at least 10K because that's the point of Instagram is if you get to at least 10K, then you can you have a better chance of getting verified. You also have a better chance at or you can also post links to your shit. So when I post the podcast up there on the story or whatever, I can actually link it. I can do that now on Snapchat, but I'm not at 10K, so I can't do that on Instagram.
Gotcha.
So there's no way for you to link something where someone could just swipe up to it. You know what I'm saying? The swipe up availability is only available at 10K. Or someone told me there was an update coming out where there's going to be more widely available, but I have not seen that yet.
Gotcha.
I should probably go update my shit, but that's what I'm trying to do with the IG page. Okay, so moving on from sneakers and shit from Saturday, we move into Sunday. Certified Christmas party. You were going to come. You were going to be JJ's plus one.
I was.
JJ, shout out to JJ. He was actually looking pretty dope. He had some red sneakers. I actually had the red SB dunks that he's rocking today.
Mm-hmm.
He was or the red SB are those dunks? Those aren't dunks. What the fuck am I talking about? They're just Nike SBs. I think they're Eric Costin's signature model from a few years back, like 2014 maybe. But anyway, dope pair. But he was rocking those. He had like some dark blue jeans on, a green Christmas sweater, looking festive.
They were black jeans, by the way.
They looked dark blue to me. I'm going to call them dark blue jeans he had on. And I was fucking, the second time, he just had to come in here with a blast. Trying to give you a shout out. Second time, he just fucking zoomed me. Ruined the train of thought.
Saying, man.
Really important. Don't know where I was going.
Singers,
trying to say
JJ.
he looked good. Christmas sweater on. What did the Christmas sweater say?
It was an elf. I forgot. It was like, this is how I feel about Christmas or something. And
It was actually
like
dope.
Will
No,
Ferrell.
it was not that. It was cooler than that. That sounds like dog shit. It was way cooler. I don't remember what it was, but it was a cool sweater, green sweater. Guy looked nice. Had his hair done, hair combed. Yep, at the certified
Yeah.
Christmas party.
I don't think I've ever seen him with that hat.
I have some photos I can show you later.
Tight.
But basically, yeah, dude, the Christmas party was off the chain. It was a lot of fun. I got chained. Speaking of chains, I got this chain there. Yayo, the owner of Certified Tattoo Studio, presented a few different artists with chains for performance and like some of the top earners over the year. So the dudes that kill it, Chris, Skylar, Brian, Sal, Spencer. Spencer doesn't wear chains, so we actually got him a ring, which is
really?
fucking dope. Yeah, dude, it's like
Hell
a
yeah.
gold certified ring. I just saw it yesterday, close up. I was looking at it. The top of the crown, dude, it's so fucking sharp. Like if he punched you with that ring, it would be
It's over.
Oh,
Lights
dude,
out.
it would be a hole in your fucking cheek. Like that thing is serious. So he got a ring, and then Yayo called me up and he's like, "Yo, gave me a chain, and everything." I was really confused because I was like, "Damn, I'm not a top earner. I don't fucking tattoo." You know what I mean? And it was just really cool to be recognized for the performance, for what I've done this year at Certified. I think we've had a really good year from where I started last November here. And when I started kind of into this job, not knowing what it was going to be, not having a specific game plan or formula, from what I've been able to take that and turn it into, I feel like it's just been awesome. It's made the certified IG story super enjoyable. It's made the social media super poppin', which kind of took away from my social media for a little while I was trying to find that balance. Now I'm trying to get it going again, but if you don't follow Certified Tattoo Studios on Instagram, you definitely should. JJ does work on the Instagram posts that are on there. I host the daily Instagram story, so I kind of take you through the shop every day, show you the coolest tattoos and what we're working on. We have 3 different shops, so I kind of take you around. And it's like a daily reality show on the Instagram. So it's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. I get paid to do that, and that's my job here. It can be stressful from time to time because even when there's no content, you got to create content. So that's what makes it hard. There's no, oh, well, there was nothing going on today. You better find some shit going on today. We're not going to you can't just leave the shit empty. You know what I mean? So, either way, just being recognized with the chain for my performance over the year was super sick. I had a great time at the party. Had the Ric Flair Christmas sweater on. Again, posted that on IG if you saw that. Super, super dope. So my weekend was fucking fire. You were going to come to the Christmas party. Hit me up last minute. Was like, yo, I'm going to chill. I'm fucking tired, blah, 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 whatever. And it was kind of just like it worked out that you didn't come to the Christmas party.
Worked out so well.
Because I didn't even know until... Shit, I was fast asleep. I was getting texts from you at like 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
I was already long asleep, ready to wake up and do the podcast on Monday. So kind of take people through, man. What happened on Sunday night?
So Sunday night, so Robin actually was having dinner with one of her friends. They were, making a holiday dinner, kind of thing, and just drinking some wine. So kind of a ladies' night, I guess you'd say, at the house. So I was like, "Fuck this, man! I got to get out of here." So I called our boy Jared Mueller, and I was like, "Yo, man, hey, you want to hit the bar, man, real quick?" So we went over to this bar called 20 Mile Tap House, and I got there about 40 minutes before him because he was with a family or whatever. And I was like, dude, let's just watch this Sunday night game, man. It's the fucking Rams, the Eagles. Should be a high-scoring game. Should be crazy. Should be lit. Let's go. So we watched the whole fucking game there, and we're good. And, we stay there, I don't know, another 20 minutes after the game. I'm on my way back to the house. Hey, Robin, I'm, coming back, whatever, no big deal. And, her friend had already left. So she's like, yeah, I don't feel really good. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. So when I got there, I said, what's wrong? What doesn't feel good? She's like, I'm feeling kind of crampy and stuff. And I thought, well, maybe it's like birth control. Maybe it's IUDs, all this stuff. Women, they have a lot of things going on. So I was just like, whatever. I was like, what do you need me to do? And she's like, she's like, can you rub my abdomen, rub my lower stuff? And I'm like, all right. So I got the CBD oil. Like I was giving her the
rub my lower stuff.
Yeah, rub my lower stuff. And so I
Best way of putting it down.
Yeah, I start rubbing her like torso area, the sides and whatnot with the CBD oil, and just trying to help her out. Make her feel good.
Yeah. Fill up the love tank physically,
filling it up for sure with that with that personal touch.
Okay.
It's real nice, but so she's like, man, I just don't feel good. Flash forward to about 30-40 minutes after that. I'm just kind of laying there with her in bed, and she's like, man, my side really fucking hurts. And I said, that's weird. Ibuprofen, what are we doing? She's like, I just took some. And I'm like, all right, well, let's just kind of wait it out. About another hour goes by. We're both kind of asleep. Dude, I am woken up with the jolt from hell. Like, as a matter of fact, yeah. She just like, Dallas, what's going on? And I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening? Just because I'm a pretty deep sleeper, so it takes me a while to wake up, and get my bearings right. And she's like,
are you like JJ where you need 10 alarms?
I guess.
A fucking chainsaw alarm?
I need the chainsaw hacksaw.
What was it? A chainsaw?
No, it's a fork being shoved down a garbage
disposal. That's what it was. Garbage disposal. That's what it was.
That's crazy.
Okay, so you don't need that. You're not that kind of deep sleeper?
No, not that deep.
Continue.
But it just takes me a second to get my bearings. You can wake me up, but I got to get my bearings straight. And she's like, I got to go to the ER. I said, what? What are we doing here? What do you mean? I don't get it. And she's like, this pain is unbearable. And Robin, just to give you a little background on Robin, dude, I've been with her 6.5 years. I've seen her go through some pain, okay, in that 6.5 years for different things, different ailments. This woman has a pain tolerance way above mine, way above anybody that I would ever know, So let's just get that out there. She's tough. So when she says emergency, dude, I've been with her 6.5 years. We've never had to go to the emergency.
Right.
I never had. She never had. It just doesn't. That's not what it is. And I said, are you sure? What are we doing here? Whatever you need. And she's like, I really have to go. We pack everything up, dude. She's hunched over like an old fucking 95-year-old man. Just like the pain is unbearable. I've never seen anything like it. We go to the ER, which is luckily just like 5 minutes away. We go to the Parker Adventist. And
Wait. Did you get pulled out the bar, or was this after you already had?
I'd already been home. Remember, I had already kind of oiled her down with the CBD oil.
This is what time at night probably where she decides I got to go to the ER.
At this point, I think it's right around midnight 30.
Okay.
All
right.
So we pack everything up, and I still don't know what's going on. Turn some lights on for the pup. And we get loaded in the car, and we head to the ER. Okay, so we get to the ER, and we get admitted pretty quick, right? Because there's not a lot of people at the ER at that time, which is nice. So we get right in a room. They immediately they talk her through things. What is your history, medical history, blah, blah, blah. What are you allergic to? All these things. And she's just relaxed in there. And immediately they give her some pain. They give her some morphine, and I think it was Demerol. So like all of a sudden they just pounded her with some pain management, and she felt like so good for a few minutes. But these waves of pain kept coming. So they would go, for 5 minutes, you'd have this big ass wave of pain. And then for another 15 minutes, you'd have nothing, you know? And she was just, and it was so nice to have that break because this pain was immense. So we get this pain under control, and we still have these waves. And man, I have never seen somebody I care about so much in so much pain. Dude, just travel back with me in my head to think about what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a person that I can't fix as a man. I'm here to fix things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to fix things, and whatever it's wrong. You want me to fix the fucking refrigerator? I'll fix the refrigerator. You want me to fix the sink? I'll fix the sink. Let me fix it, and let's move on. And to see somebody with this unbearable pain and not be able to do anything was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'll be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard to see. So pain management, we get that done. We talk through some things. The doctors have a pretty damn good idea, and I think at this point I have a pretty good idea of what's going on too. So we go ahead and put her through a CT scan, which is where you put your full body through the
tube,
hallway tube, and we get those back within probably half hour, 45 minutes. So that puts us at about 1:30 to 2 o'clock. We're still in the ER. AM.
Yep.
So CT scan comes back. I'm fucking passed out on the floor of the ER just because I'm so tired, with one hand up, just making sure that she knows I'm there, right? I'm so fucking tired. And the doctor comes back and they're like, congratulations. You have a 4 millimeter kidney stone up in you.
Oh, shit.
Now, at this point, what happens is the kidney, obviously is up high, kind of like lower middle back, 2 kidneys on both sides. And then you have these little tubes. Think of a pin, right? So a pin that you would write with. The lead that's inside of a pin, that tube is about that thick.
Oh, wow.
Try shoving a 4 millimeter calcified rock through a tube of that size.
Wait. Just to be clear, you're saying on a pen, you're saying the ink, the little tube?
The little tube
ink.
that goes inside
Gotcha.
the pen,
Okay,
that little ink tube.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
about how...
Holy shit.
That's about the size of these tubes, okay, on both sides, right? So think about a 4 millimeter rock trying to travel through that.
Right.
Now, going into a little deeper here.
Now, Bill Nye, science guy.
Yeah, going into a little deeper here. So there's processes of passing kidney stones, right? So the stone comes out of your kidney, gets trapped in this line, in these tubes, right? And then filters through the tube into your bladder, and then you piss the thing out,
right.
Is typically how it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, this thing's so fucking big, and 5 millimeters or larger is typically where they're like, you're not going to pass this. Let's get a surgery set up for you. So we ended up
I've had this experience.
Yeah.
You and I talked about. Yeah.
So we ended up choosing the surgery, but they can't get her in until 4:30 the next day. So now and this is what everybody deals with, is still just managing this pain, because most people have to pass these anyway. So we're talking anywhere from a day to 6 days is the average of somebody passing a stone, okay? Normally. And you have to just douse yourself in waters and fluids and just blah, blah, blah. So we've got Robin on fluids, waters, IVs, trying to get this thing passed, managing the pain until then. So they send us away on pain management. And we go back home. So we get home about 3 o'clock, let's say 3:15 a.m. And we're good. We even go to the Walgreens to get the medications, right? Mm-hmm. For her prescriptions, the Flomax, something to push this thing down, and then some oxycodone, whatever, to manage all this stuff. We get back to the house. We're kind of laying down. Pain management is good. An hour goes by. I get woken the fuck up again. And she's like, it's unbearable. It's unbearable to a point where she's crawling over to the bathroom and she gets sick.
Oh,
I've never seen.
In the hospital?
No, this is at home.
Oh, yeah.
They sent us
already back.
home,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
She gets sick at the bathroom, and I said, dude, I can't handle this. She's like, I think we have to go back to the emergency room.
Oh, my gosh. This is what time?
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, my gosh, really? Like, but you can't say that, right, because you see the pain. You see the shit's real. And I'm like, really? Am I embarrassed to go back? Am I not? Is it the right thing to do? I'm thinking of all these different things. And I'm like, at the end of the day, if the lady says, let's go back, there's got to be a problem. And I got to trust that.
Right.
And I did. So we
we
loaded our shit back up.
No way.
We got in the car.
Like that?
That's true. And we marched.
We are back.
we march back into that ER, and everybody kind of remembers us a little bit.
Of course they fucking do. What do you mean they kind of do?
Well, because
it's been a couple hours.
The person who checked us in is not there anymore.
Oh,
so there's a
gotcha.
new check-in person. There's a new person because when you walk into the ER, you have a oh shit, what's the detector that you walk through to make sure you don't have any guns and weapons?
Metal detector?
Yeah, metal detector. Yeah. Sorry. I'm in
What's
this.
that big thing that detects metal? What you walking through?
Yeah, it's a metal detector. So we have to walk through that. So there's a new guy there
Detects
or whatever.
fire? Jesus.
So they get us a room. Now we have to wait for about 10, 15 minutes now because somebody just had a stroke, they let us know. So that was obviously
a little more important.
Yeah. Than what we had, I guess.
Fuck
so
your kidney stones. Got a stroke victim over here.
Just maybe.
Guy's
Yeah.
stroking out.
So we wait
No.
about 10 minutes. Then we
Pause.
get back into a new room. And again, we just, they hit her with some more morphine and just pain management. And long story short, we end up in that ER for quite some more time. And then they end up moving her to an actual room. Okay, so they actually admit her to the hospital. And then they're trying to get this 4:30 surgery pushed up as much as they can. And they don't. So, she stays there overnight. We're good. We're trying to sleep through this hospital shit. It's tough. She's not getting any sleep because she's just so fucking, so in so much pain. And anyways, the next day, we end up getting the surgery done. They go in there and they had to laser the actual stone. So they went in there kind of like Star Wars. I think of Star Wars and I think of those crazy ass laser guns that they shoot. Yeah. That's what they went and did to this stone.
Holy shit.
Inside there. So the problem with that is they have to put a stent in there, which is this kind of like, think of it like a hose. They put that in there to kind of widen that little tube that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, the alleyway.
So they can go in there and kind of shoot that thing and do what they need to do to alter that.
Gosh, medicine's incredible, isn't it? Technology.
It's crazy.
Nuts, dude.
But the problem is with that stone is it causes immense pressure on the bladder.
Right.
So you feel like you got to piss all the time and it burns and it's an awkward pain. It's not the pain.
Feels like you got a bladder infection on 10.
Yeah, they
on
say
100,
they compare it to like a UTI times 6.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Okay,
what I mean?
yeah.
So
UTI,
that's what she felt like. So she takes this pain away now because she's got that rock shot, which is cool. But now she's got this other crazy ass pain, burning sensation or whatever down in the lower area, which sucks, right? She gets that stent taken out this Friday, but so then we kind of evolve into that. We still get the pain management, and she's just on so many drugs. She's just so tired and just needs some sleep. She hasn't slept in 48 hours.
Fuck.
But she does have to be put under for that, which is always scary. But that's kind of the situation, man. So she's been recovering for the last couple of days, and she's doing better, with the pain stuff. But we get this stint on Friday, or out on Friday, and I think she'll be a lot better off on that. But
So what time did you guys get home, like for good? So you went back to the ER the second time around, like what, 4 a.m. or something?
Right.
And then what time do you get home?
Well, we didn't get home. Remember, she got
that's
admitted.
right. She stayed. She
got
stayed.
admitted.
Because I talked to you. I'm sorry, I forgot. The Monday Night Football game. We were talking during the game, or like right towards the end of the game, and you were like, "Yeah, we're probably about to get out of here like an hour or so." And that was like at 9 o'clock when the game was kind of winding down. So you didn't even get out of there until like what, between 10 and 11 that night on Monday night.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was no way you could do the cast. Like you physically could not make it to the cast. It's not like, oh, I went home. I got home at 6 a.m. and I just wanted to go to sleep. I was tired. That wasn't the case. You were physically at the hospital, unable to come do the podcast. So it just was what it was. Like there was no, and I think our listeners are smart enough people to understand that there's just things that happen. Yeah. It's not you not wanting, we love doing this fucking show. This is never like a burden to us. We're never like wake up like, oh man, we got the cast tomorrow. Like
this is our outlet.
Right,
outlet,
right.
At least,
yeah, we enjoy it. It's not something we want to miss. It's not something when we miss shows, it's because the circumstances dictate that. It's not something that we enjoy doing. So again, apologize, but obviously these are circumstances that were just out of either of our control. Like I said, if you would have went to the Christmas party, that might have made this
whole thing
even more difficult. You know what I mean?
What I would tell you with this whole experience is you never know when you're going to get a gallstone, a kidney stone. Your best thing is to always stay hydrated. That's number one. Okay. And I have a bigger opportunity.
No, you're doing a great job with that. Yeah. The Homer Simpson donut today. You got the soda, the jump, not the regular can. Not the regular can of soda. They decided to, as we do in America, you got to make everything
have
bigger.
The big dog can.
Supersize it.
Yeah.
No
so what I would say is Robin is one of the most healthy people I know.
Was she mad?
And I've met.
Well, I know. I was going to ask that. I know she's
Yes,
so healthy, and you're not. And
she was super upset. She's like, "Oh my god, if this is a kidney stone, I'm going to be so upset." And I'm like, "What are you upset at?" Because genetics have something to do with this.
Totally.
Changing your body so many different ways and so many different things. I mean, Robin takes such good care of herself and is always on to the next big thing, just trying to stay above curves and with diets and things like that. She's just so disciplined, man. She is so smart. I mean, she even went to school for, I think, something with nutrition. So, dude, she is very, very good with that. And what I would say is, dude, it can happen to anybody. And the rule of thumb is stay hydrated, number one.
Drink more soda. That's what I hear.
Drink more road sodas. Stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water.
I love how you just went through that experience and saw that person, and then
Yeah.
you're just coming here with a jumbo soda.
At least it's not an energy drink. I've dropped those.
The same thing. No way.
I have.
Dallas, you said that like
Yeah,
like a
dude,
couple
you
episodes
haven't,
after we
okay?
started, and you have been energy drink heavy ever
Right
since.
now, on the podcast today, I have been without 4 days now, and I will continue that. And how much money would you like to put on it now? I'm
Okay.
serious satellite radio.
Okay, Josh
Are you
Gordon.
geeked?
All right, Josh Gordon.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, man, hey, you never know when you're going to get something like this. It's super painful. Take care of your people that surround you. When something like this happens, take it serious. It fucking hurts. It is the worst. Take care of yourself as best you can. Try to make good decisions. Stay hydrated. And that's what I got for you.
That's it, man. So pretty simple.
That's my PSA.
It's at least she's doing good.
Yeah.
Recovery's going well. What's the recovery time, or when she expect to be back to normal?
Well, like I said, in her case, with her specific situation is what I'll address. I think come Monday, she'll be
Nice.
ready to go.
Nice.
So
she gonna make
that's-
it to the counseling session tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. She's already there.
Right.
Yeah. She's
She
already
back
there.
to work yet?
She's RSVP'd. Okay.
Interesting.
No, she's not back to work yet. I think she might be doing a little work because she can work from home. But, dude, the last 2 days since she's been home, she's been so uncomfortable.
Not doing yoga, nothing yet?
Oh, absolutely not.
What's the length of time before she can jump back into that?
I think with the surgery, she'll find out a little bit more after they take the stint out on Friday. She'll get a
that's tomorrow. She gets the stint
Yeah,
taken out.
she
Gotcha.
gets that out, and I
Okay.
think she'll be good to go at that point. But we'll find out a little bit more of the doctor's orders based off of physical activity. But I assume maybe another week or so off from rigorous physical activity. But dude, she'll be back to work next week. She'll be balling. She'll be just balling out of control again. So
Nice. Before we move on to that and we jump into kind of the sneakers and fashion portion, dude, I want to throw this out there. This happened to me yesterday. This is kind of funny. I don't even know if I told you about this, JJ. I got a call. Remember when I went to the Philadelphia Tattoo Convention last February? Almost a year ago now?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a call from a company named Sundance Vacations yesterday. Okay. This vacation company calls me, and the reason I'm throwing this out there, I know we have a lot of listeners out on the East Coast, PA, New York, Jersey area, whatever. I do have some family in Jersey as well, but here's my thing. So Sundance Vacations calls me. I entered in a thing at the convention, filled out this form to win 50 G's. It was a thing they were doing. You can win 50 G's was the grand prize. They're also giving out a bunch of little vacations. They called me yesterday. Hey, Mr. Thomas, we just want to inform you won one of these little vacations. You're still in the running to win the 50 G's at the end of but that's drawn at the end of the year. We just want to let you know you won one of these vacations. You can choose Orlando or Las Vegas. All expenses paid, hotel, flights, everything. It's either three days, 2 nights, or it's 3 nights, 4 days. One of the two.
Okay.
You can go to either one. Obviously, I'm going to choose Vegas. I don't give a fuck about Orlando. I don't have any kids. Fuck Disney World. So lady tells me on the phone, oh yeah, this is awesome, blah, 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 blah. All you got to pay is taxes and stuff. It should be about $60. I'm like, great, let's do it. You always think this shit's kind of a catch, but the way she was talking to me, it seemed legit. There was nothing crazy I had to do.
I still think it's a catch right now.
There's nothing crazy I had to do. So here's the catch. She's like, you just have to claim it at one of our offices. She's like, oh, I see you're in Colorado. She's like, our offices are only in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. She's like, we have 4 offices in Pennsylvania and 2 offices in New Jersey. You'd have to come in here and claim it. That's the only way we can do it. Do you have family or friends in the area? One of them can come in and claim it and then transfer it to you. I'm like, damn, so I got to convince one of my friends or somebody to go in, do this thing. How long does it take? She's like, oh, it takes about an hour to fill everything out. I'm like, damn, they got to go in there, then spend an hour, then transfer me the shit. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it doesn't make sense for me to fly out to fucking PA or New Jersey to claim the trip because that's going to cost more than what it would cost for me to go to Vegas. Vegas ain't that expensive, especially from Colorado.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
super
you can get flights around $100 round trip, especially this time of year, probably under.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then from there you go. From there you go with hotels and shit. It's still not that expensive. You know, it's not going to, one flight over to Jersey or PA is going to cost me $400 and some right now, especially in the holidays, you know? So it just doesn't make sense for me. So I wanted to throw it out there. If anyone wants to go fucking claim this trip, you motherfuckers, I think you guys can just have the trip. I don't even know. You don't need to transfer it to me. I don't, you know, it's just kind of it's a thing that it's kind of just weird to me that they don't have an office anywhere else, and you have to go in there. Like in this day and age, you have to physically go down there to claim the trip. You don't think you have people from all over the world entering these things. I guess maybe that's what they do, and then they realize they don't have to give it away.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense
because they can't call anyone. I don't know.
I don't like it.
But kind of annoying. So I got that call yesterday. Kind of stupid, but I'm also going to be I'm not really that mad. I'm mad that I want to win the 50 G's.
Yeah.
Of course. I get that call. I'm fucking flying anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's get it cracking.
Just call me on the 50 G's.
Let's get it cracking, yeah. But as far as the trip, whatever. I don't even really care about the trip. Plus, I'm trying to go to Vegas to be for March Madness anyway for the bachelor party.
Oh, yeah.
So I talked about that. That's going to be nuts. But let's jump into sneakers and fashion. We got some YouTube comments, some NFL stuff, a lot of stuff to cover here. So glad to hear Robin's doing well. Glad to hear she's kind of recovering. Everything's going good. If you want to heed Dallas's advice, don't drink so many energy drinks or soda. As Dallas is not doing here. He's done. He's done with energy drinks. He's still doing soda.
Again, but the argument is...
But he's weaning himself off.
Robin
apparently.
never drinks soda. Robin never drinks energy drinks either. So
why are you cutting out energy drinks?
Just because I've always wanted to get off those, man. Dude, that is liquid poison. It is. You don't know what the fuck's in there. Soda's not, the greatest thing either. But, dude, I don't drink really, alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I got to have a vice. I feel like everybody's got a vice.
Right.
Mine's kind of sports and a little bit of soda.
But no energy drinks anymore.
Try sparkling water, because I know those guys have been doing that.
Guess who drinks a lot of sparkling water?
Trav
Robin.
Trav from the fam crew.
Robin.
Oh, she drink. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, see?
So I'm going to stay away from that.
That's one thing I was going to tell you.
What?
No, sparkling water, that's the same shit as pop. You're still getting the carbonation.
Yeah. I'm going to stay away from that.
The carbonation's what's bad. So I don't fuck with sparkling water just because I think if I'm going to have carbonation, I don't want it to be flavorless carbon. Like, that tastes like shit to me.
Yeah.
Sparkling water tastes awful.
It's a waste of time.
But you know what I have seen is there are, especially, like I said, Trav from the fam crew.
Yeah.
He used to be a big fucking beer guy. He used to drink a ton.
Sure.
He started drinking sparkling water. Remember, he got in trouble. He was on probation. He couldn't drink. He started drinking that LaCroix or whatever, LaCroix. And, dude, he got so addicted. He would just be drinking the shit out of those, but he wasn't drinking alcohol anymore.
Yeah.
It was like a nice transition. So I see what you're saying. But as far as kidney stones,
and let me tell you
carbonation's not good for you.
And let me tell you something about LaCroix.
Tell us something.
Robin drinks about 3 or 4 of those a day.
Oh, there's her stones. That's where she's getting the stones.
This isn't a shot at LaCroix. This isn't, I don't know. But that's
Dude,
what I'll tell you.
That is where she's getting the stones. 3 or 4 a day. That's the same as 3 or 4 soda. I mean,
Yeah.
It may not be the same as far as sugar and all
it's
that
not
stuff.
3 or 4. Maybe it's 2 or 3.
But, dude,
either way, she drinks a lot of LaCroix.
Could be. Well, how many sodas do you drink a day? You're a big.
1 or 2.
1 or 2 sodas plus an energy drink, though.
Energy drink and then 1 soda. That was kind of what I was keeping myself. When I don't drink an energy drink, I have 2 sodas a day.
I drink an energy drink. Usually.
Every day.
What?
Like 2 sodas every day.
Maybe.
Dude, this guy
not.
spends 40 or 50 a week at the corner store.
Yeah, and it's not on sodas. It's cheese. It's carrot cakes, taquitos,
Candy bars.
This
guy's the junk food fucking
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. That's right. This guy's the junk food king. But I do an energy drink, and I do. Only time I do soda is if I'm doing it with a meal. Like if I'm doing Wendy's or like a burger or some shit.
Like
I don't
you do
really,
a combo or something.
Yeah, I don't fuck with. You'll never just see me crack open a soda while I'm watching the game. I'm not that kind of guy. I just same thing with beer. Like I don't alcohol. I don't drink it unless I'm out socially with people. Soda, I don't drink it unless it's with food. I'm never just sit there and crack open a beer, crack open a soda like that. I do drink quite a bit of water, but I think overall the kidney stone stuff, dude. Look, I think you just uncovered something there. The fact that she drinks that many of those, That could have something to do with it.
It could be.
Could be onto something.
And we
there.
all think LaCroix is pretty good, and I know a lot of people who drink it and stand by it. I mean, any type of sparkling water, Perrier, whatever it is probably better than soda, but can it still give you the same result as some of these other drinks? Maybe so.
Possible. Let's jump into sneakers and fashion. I didn't even, when we were prepping this morning, JJ, I don't even know. Do you have anything to add on sneakers and fashion? I know Dallas has got some shit, but do you have anything to add today?
Not really. Just kind of about the Yeezy Statics. That's about
The
it.
Statics. Okay. Well, so we'll go with what Dallas has. I'll let him run down his shit. If there's anything he doesn't cover that you feel like you need to cover, we'll do that. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh,
Dal.
yeah, and the Supreme drop, but yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure. So for me,
speaking of Supreme drop.
Yep.
Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Look
Ooh,
at your boy.
You got him.
Look at your boy. Right here with the Ludens.
Dang. Who got you hooked?
Because I'm cold as fuck. Motherfuckers know I'm cold.
Good
so they were
man.
like, yo, let me get you some Ludens, my dog. Motherfucker's cold.
You gonna break him out?
Fuck no.
I'd like to have one.
I'm staying wrapped up.
Well, then, okay, then on Monday.
I paid
because-
resale for this. I paid $32 for this box.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean? How much were these selling for when they dropped?
$2.
Yeah, I paid $30 over retail.
No,
It's a good
you
deal.
You didn't pay. Get the fuck out of here.
His
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I did pay. I gave Chris a $5 bill for it though.
So all my Supreme stuff from the last drop comes tomorrow.
How
So,
many boxes of these did you get?
2.
You got 2.
I got 2.
I got 1.
I got 2.
I think we.
Why, you trying to collect them?
Chris got like 8.
I was thinking about trying these on the podcast. Here's the reason we shouldn't do that. It's going to be so annoying to the listener. It'd be like me chewing gum.
I'm not going to chew it. I'm just going to suck it. It's a cough drop.
That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be cracking around on your teeth, and yeah, it's going to sound like dog shit. Have you ever, even me trying to eat a couple bites of this candy bar or this Nutri-Grain bar or whatever, Cliff Bar, thank you, is rough, dude. Any little sounds, any kind of, like I said, that's that crackling, and it's not going to be good, guy. It's not going to be good.
It's not going to be
But anyways,
cracking.
I did get the Ludens Wild Cherry Throat Drops Supreme.
How pumped are you on them?
Pretty pumped. Oh shit.
They look great.
Pretty pumped just to set it there. I don't even think I'm going to eat them unless I get another box. But I would just go buy regular Ludens. This is like a little collector item. This is just something I put up in the sneaker room.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to open one pair or
One pack?
one box.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those. Plus, I've been like, I had in my backpack. I've been shaking it around. They're probably all broken and fucked up. But anyway, yeah. Jump into this. You want to start with sneakers or the Supreme drop?
We can talk about the Supreme drop. I can just give you some prices on some things and maybe some of the hyped items. I didn't buy anything. I didn't really.
Was there
anything
anything
on the
good today? I didn't even know it was
people
going.
hated shit on this drop.
Really?
Like,
It was bad.
It was bad.
Well, think about it. All the shit that you get today is not going to be here before Christmas anyway. So Supreme probably knows that. They probably saved. The next couple drops probably are going to be a little lackluster, knowing that everyone's spent a ton of money on Christmas shit. People have spent people are trying to get their gifts before Christmas. So they're probably doing the streetwear community a favor and just saying, hey, here's the shit that we think is not the tightest. You guys probably won't think it's the tightest. We'll just drop it closer to Christmas, because it was probably, I don't know if it would sit anyway. I'm sure if it was some super tight, it would sell out. But what was it? What was dropping, or what dropped today?
So today, the biggest thing that, or the most popular item today was the Supreme. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Steiff. So maybe Steiff or Steiff.
Mm-hmm.
So this gentleman, so Mr. Steiff, it was actually the original creator of the teddy bear. Okay, so that's where this comes from. That's the backing on this. So the original creator of the teddy bear, this individual, this is that teddy bear. Obviously with a Supreme box logo hoodie on it.
Has that been released before? Or something similar? Some kind of version? Like
There's
a white
been
one?
a
White?
Louis Vuitton Supreme Bear release.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I saw.
Yeah, it had it was like the denim look and had all the Louis Vuitton kind of labels on it or whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy retails at $178 today, but it's only selling for $310. And I think there's a lot of people that are undercutting the market, as people would say, like these kids just killing the market. So I think most hype beasts and resellers expected that thing to be 500 plus, but right now on StockX we're seeing it at 310.
Interesting.
So I think that has been a kind of a downer to a lot of the resellers, but it retailed for $178 this morning, so that dropped. There was a couple other things like there was some down leather jackets, some Sherpa, that material right now that's real like fuzzy animal stuff. That's really in right now. So there was a lined denim skirt for the ladies at $138. There was some sweatpants, Dude, there just wasn't a lot of cool stuff, to be honest with you. The logo scarf, so it had the Supreme logo on the scarf at $88.
Damn.
That was kind of hyped, but I think it was really the scarf and the bear on this drop, and I don't know. I just didn't think it was that great.
Something I found interesting, these cough drops, these Supreme ones, they're not on StockX.
Oh, they're not?
No. And I think it's something to do with food. Food or beverage.
It could be.
I didn't check on GOAT, but we were looking on StockX just to kind of see, because it was funny because they were $2.
Yeah.
Just to see what they were reselling for. I did see someone had them up for $20 on eBay, which obviously he's not getting that. Who's paying $20 for a box of cough
they're
drops?
not on there. The Luden's like shirts.
The
and
shirts and
beanies
shit are on there, but
hats
not
and all that
the
shit.
cough drops. I think I bet you there's some law. It's something to do with food.
Some food stuff.
Yeah, some kind of FDA shit.
Now, there was also one thing. I didn't see the retail price on this because I just kind of scanned over it. But did you see the Champion Supreme collab hoodies?
No.
So here's one of them.
They're
The-
158.
The 158 on those, I guess. So the label on it just kind of looks generic. It's that Champion logo, and then the box Supreme logos on the bottom, like I guess it'd be the left.
It just looks like they took the inside size tag that would be behind your neck
Yeah,
and blew it up and stuck it to the
the
front.
hang tag or whatever.
Pretty,
But what about the Blessed
It's really not-
DVD?
what's up? Which one?
What about the Blessed DVD that sold out?
Hold up. Let me finish on this hoodie. The hoodie, as lazy as that looks and how easy as it looks, I kind of fuck with it.
Yeah,
I think it's actually pretty
I
tight.
kind of like it too, but I don't.
I think it's lazy, but I kind of fuck with it.
I was trying to gauge the hype because at 9:05 I was on there, and they had most sizes still in stock.
What was this retailing for, JJ?
58.
158. So they got the navy joint on here for 200. They got the olive for 199. Dude,
Comparatively,
it's pretty sick.
they were like the most hype thing other than the DVD and the bear.
I think it's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, you like the hang tag?
I'd fuck with the navy one. $200, 50 over retail. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So that's what I got for you on the Supreme drop. Nothing too crazy.
What
in my
about
opinion.
did you pick up anything else this weekend?
I did.
As far
in
as
fact.
streetwear or anything, any other shit? What'd you get?
I did. I was able to get this pair under retail. I don't think there was a lot of hype. Actually, I know there's not a lot of hype on them, but it was Pharrell's new model, his BYW.
What? Dude, you talk to me so much about hating the
What the
BYW,
fuck?
how much you hate the BYW, how much of a piece of shit the BYW is.
I don't know that.
Sometimes,
this
Dallas,
is
the hype just gets the best of you.
No, this is the BYWX.
It's
I have
insane.
never tried the BYWX.
So that's what you're going with?
I don't like the BYWs.
Okay.
Because it's like a boot shoe. It's weird.
How is this
Whereas
any different? It
this
has a
is-
sock liner at the top.
This is a performance model. You could actually hit the streets. I could go ball with
You're
Mike
not
Pena.
going to hit the streets.
Who knows?
You're not gonna go ball.
Yeah, exactly. What do you
You guys
mean?
are Debbie Downers, man. I'm surprised you guys were like,
You'd have
hey,
a if you told me you were going to go ball at the strip club, I'd believe you more than you're going to go ball on those. Get the fuck out of here, okay?
I
Those
just really like them. I got them for $230. They retail at $250. So I got them $20 under retail. I'm gonna rock them. I like them.
Okay, Dallas. All right.
Guys are a bunch of haters.
No, it's disappointing because you say you hate the shoe, then you get another model of the shoe,
This
then
is
you
not
try to
the s-
justify it.
It's not the same
because
shoe. That's where you're confused. This is a total different shoe.
It's the exact same fucking
is it-
midsole and the exact same upper. The only difference is the sock liner at the top, which is actually going to be worse to try to style with anything.
Not if you're wearing tech fleece.
So you're not wearing them to work. So finally you cop a black shoe that you can actually wear to work, and you're not going to wear them to work.
Those are too many colors. I
'Cause
don't
they're-
even know if they'd let me wear those to
Interesting.
work. Too many colors. But I really like the shoe, and I've never tried the BYWX, so part of me wants to try it. It's a Pharrell. I love my Pharrells that I have now.
But you told me that BYW was uncomfortable. How is this going to change the comfort?
It's uncomfortable because I don't like the way it lays around the ankle. It's so different. This is a supportive by the hands of God performance
need three
model.
pairs?
This is gonna be the EQT all over
He
again.
needs 3 pairs?
As long as it's not the blister joints.
This
I'm
is the
fine.
Blister 2.0s.
This is not the blister 2.0s.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Yep. Those are blistered up.
You guys need to get your facts straight. Total different model.
It's funny when you saw those. I'm interested to take a look at them.
Yeah.
They interest me. I don't know
Maybe
if
maybe I'll bring them in here. Maybe I
they
won't.
don't.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you bring them in here? What do you mean?
Because there's too much hate going on.
Just from me doesn't mean the audience doesn't want to see him. You can't let me get in the way of the show. Who the fuck am I? Jesus, Dallas. Now you're gonna sacrifice the show?
You're getting in the way of my swag, man.
Jesus.
I'm trying to rock these when nobody else is going to buy them, and I'm pumped on
They
that.
look like clown shoes.
Great.
They look like clown shoes.
JJ, I'm glad I'm glad you brought your opinion today. That's awesome.
They look like his Ultra Boost that he released.
Yep, and I like those too. Weird.
I saw the leak. Did you see the leak photos of the AM4s? the Human Race AM4?
I did.
Dude, I thought those looked sick.
I think they're cool. Again, I just don't have an AM4 really that I can wear because again, the Billie Jean Kings are the only ones I have. I just really want to try the model, and I do like that. I've got the Pharrell multicolor fucking solar joints.
That's interesting. I'm shocked you copped those.
I figured you would be.
And you got them under retail, $238?
No, yeah, $230 versus $250.
Yeah.
Got it.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah, no, I want to see them when you come in. I'm just shocked because you were talking about the lack of comfort and how shitty they were and worst shoe ever. Don't cop the shoe. Can't feel the boost. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I'm interested.
It's just a different feel. I just don't like that the way it's designed. That just the original BYW. That's what I've decided. But this one, again, I think the support and the grab and of your foot in this is going to be totally different.
I think it's going to be the same for you. I think you're going to put it on. You're going to come back in here and be like, all right, listen, guys, I got to
Take that L on the way out.
This is the worst.
Plus the
worst fucking shoe.
Plus the shit's got black
Worst
boost.
fucking shoe. You guys are right. It was the same as the other one. Feels like shit. Lost $30 on it. Sold it on Goat already. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay. Well, we'll see next week.
Dude, you can't even see half the black boost. Like,
We'll see you next Thursday. Okay.
Save it for the
there's
cast.
literally one fucking piece.
JJ, do you want to get roasted today? Is that what we're going to do? Are you ready to go?
I'm just stating out the obvious here. Like,
the obvious is the shoe is not for you. That's the obvious. Okay? Point well received over here. Franchise doesn't like it either until he sees it in hand.
No. I never said I didn't like it. I was originally going to cop the other BYWs when they were way under retail, and
I
you
talked
told me
you
not
out of
to.
it because they're
That's
shit.
where I'm conflicted here.
This
That's
is a
the problem I'm
performance
having.
model. This is totally different. It's like going an NMD versus an Ultra
Why didn't you
Boost.
cop the other
Don't
Ultra
get it
Boost X that
twisted.
you could have got 20 fucking times cheaper then? Tell me that.
Because there was no hype on it. I like this one
Exactly. There was no hype on it, Dallas.
But do I fucking sell it?
You
No.
beast it up sometimes.
I'm not selling it,
You
though.
hype beast it up from time to time.
I am because
it ain't tight-
I'm hyped about it. That's the difference, dog. This guy is not going to sell out. This guy is going to this shoe is going to sit.
So why would you not wait even? Why would you?
Because I got it under retail already.
Yeah, but you're wasting more money.
But I fucking
You could have got it under 200.
I got it under retail and I fucking wanted it and I'm going to be able to show it on the podcast. It makes sense to me.
All right.
That's why. I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the cast.
All right. I think, like I said, I think it's surprising to me just because the fact that you talked me out of the BYW should be enough.
Because
I don't
the
know how it's not
BYW is
surprising to you.
different.
Okay. All right.
It's different.
I guess we'll just agree to disagree, and we'll see what happens. We'll
Fair
see
enough.
how much you actually love the shoe when you get it in.
We'll see.
And you can come on here and lie if you'd like to save face. That's fine.
I don't lie to save face, my friend.
All right. Well, let's move on.
There's none of that.
Is there anything more in sneakers that you didn't cover, or JJ, you need to talk about? Is there anything more that we need to move into there? Rest of the year, the Statics, I guess, is really the last. That's like the last big release of the year, I would say, right?
actually, no. The Off-White Nike Air Force.
No one gives a
One.
fuck about those. Fuck Air Force Ones. I don't give a fuck. You guys can talk.
They're
about it if
a
you want.
clunky, lunky shoe. Yeah.
It's
I
dog
just think
shit.
it's cool.
Plus, I
because
saw fucking Kai Somar rocking them like they're fucking tight, and now I'm really out.
Turned
on
off.
them. It's 300% out
Yeah.
on that fucking shit.
I
They're
kinda wanted-
releasing kids pairs, okay? Like
I did
that's the
see
biggest
those,
thing
the
about
toddler pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see those. Those are cool.
Because I know Chris is wanting to cop a pair. I don't know which one, but
He tried already. He took
he
the L's
did?
for his son. Yeah.
I actually like the Volt colorway, but the problem is the silhouette. That's where the problem
It's an
starts.
AF1.
Hey, it's an AF1, and I just don't mess with those. I can't wear them. If I could get it at retail, would I try again? Yes, in this colorway possibly, but I can't get it at
I would
retail.
never wear the shoe.
Yeah.
I just would never wear it.
I just love the
Even if I
solar.
could get it, I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah.
It's I just wouldn't.
Yeah,
dude.
if they made that solar colorway in any other model, I'd be about it. But the Air Force One is just not
It's
a shoe
tough.
for me.
Yeah.
Yep. It's clunky.
Yeah.
It's lunky. What about the Air Jordan 6 retros that come out
No,
the 22nd?
no,
you don't like the blues?
No.
These were also AKA the Jimmy Butler joints. They were going to be the Butler PEs, but yeah. You just don't like 6s. They're not comfortable, right?
No, they're terrible comfort wise. I think they. I was just talking to someone the other day. I think they look great on someone else. I think they look great sitting there on the shelf. When I put them on, not only feel like I'm wearing cardboard, they also look like shit. They look like I look down and it looks like bowling shoes.
Yeah.
The toe box just looks. Me and Sal were talking about that the other day, and
I think they look great with shorts, and that's about it.
yeah, I'm just not. I'm not the 6 god. I'm just not. That's Drake. Leave it to
Yeah.
Drake. I can't do fucking 6s at all. The other. Oh wait. So Statics. Did you see? Are you seeing 2 pairs releasing? Or are you seeing 1 pair?
I'm seeing one.
I'm seeing 1 as well.
Seeing one.
There's a bunch of people that
But
still
the-
think there's another pair releasing.
the Wave Runner is releasing 2 days later.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
300% out on that.
Yep.
Obviously,
DJ
but, like, I'm
Crush
just
is
saying.
really trying to make me love it, and I just Don't love it.
I'd like to take a shit in the 700s.
Yeah.
That's about what I do.
You should do like that one guy in the video where he eats shit out of the shoe. You should just start taking shit in shoes. How he eats ice cream or eats like cereals. Yeah.
I'll start taking shits in shoes.
Your IG would be popping. You'd blow right past my IG. I'm trying to get mine popping. Yours would already be fucking through the roof. Just taking shits in shoes that you think are shit.
I'd be taking our podcast to the next level for sure.
Oh, fuck. That would be hilarious. Anyways.
It's a great idea.
No one wants to see that.
JJ doesn't want to see that, but everybody would like to watch that.
I don't know why that would be so funny. Yeah, the 700s are terrible. I don't give a fuck about those wavies.
Yeah.
The statics, are you going for those?
Yes. I'm already in the drawing
You
for
like
finish
them.
line. It's worth getting them.
They're not reflective. Does that bother you? They're not 3M.
No, I just like to check
The
them out.
laces are.
Laces are 3M, but the shoe is not 3M.
I don't care.
Don't care.
I'd like to check it out.
There's this much space that's see-through.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Really weird.
But I love my Element 87s.
The front of the space that's see-through looks like a Jason Voorhees mask.
If it's shower
What do you feel like there?
If it's shower curtains, I'm in.
What about the back space where you can see the padding from the heel cup? It just looks like white padding.
Looks like another V2 to me.
You're fine.
Yeah.
What about...
I'm kind of over V2s, like I said, but this is a little different. I'll try it. If I get it, great. If I don't, I won't pay resale.
Have we figured out if there's a friends and family?
No, that's what I'm saying. There's other people that are saying another pair is releasing. I think I'm more on that train. I think if there is, it's friends and family. I don't think there's an actual other pair releasing. People are showing pictures of a dark pair, which I don't even think is a dark pair. I think it's the photo taken as 3M.
Yeah.
It looks like a black pair that's lit up with 3M.
Yeah.
I think it's the same static. I think it's just taken in the dark so they can show the 3M.
Yeah.
But I do think those are friends and family.
Yeah.
I don't
Would
think
you try
they're
to
going to
cop
drop
those if you could?
Oh yeah, dude. I would much rather
Or
have
like
a 3M pair.
After.
The
obviously
static
you
pair
won't
I'm
be able
going
to
for
get
because I'm interested, kind of like Dallas. It's something we haven't really seen with the translucent stripe. So I'm going for him for that aspect. But I'm not jumping out the window over him. I'm not going to pay resale for him. I'm not going to.
I feel like we got a pretty good chance between Foot Locker and Finish Line on the
I think
raffles
so.
based
Do you
off our
think
W's.
this will have the highest resale of any Yeezy right now?
No.
Nope.
Or like this
Dude,
year?
the
more
V2,
like it?
the V2s are being killed, dog. I don't care, dude. I could go buy 3M for laces from Lace Lab right now, and they're the same lace that are in the Yeezys.
Yeah.
So just because
I'm just
you have
saying,
that,
like the butter's kind of tanked and everything.
dude,
so I
every
don't know if
Yeezy has
this will-
tanked, dog. What are you talking about? Everything since the holiday pack. Let's be real.
When's the last time they did reflective laces on a V2?
I don't really remember.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Because the Beluga 1.0s were.
They were, dude.
Were they?
That is the only pair that I
Beluga
know
1.0s?
of. That's the only pair. Now they're the exact same trail lace style as these statics, but these are white and gray. Those were like an olive and gray.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
That
they
was
were,
the last
They
pair?
were 3M. That's what I can think of. I don't remember any other V2 having a trail style lace.
Yeah.
Even the Beluga 2.0s is just a flat gray, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Flat as fuck.
yeah,
Great.
I don't think there's any of those trail style laces in any of the other V2 colorways.
Not that I can think of. The Breads didn't have it. No, none of the holiday packs had it. The Zebras didn't have it.
Right.
No.
I think that's
That's
the
what I
last
think of.
time. Beluga 1.0s. And a lot of people don't even know those are 3M. And that's also a good tell if you want to tell real versus fakes. Now, I'm not saying it's a, end all be all because there's probably a lot of fakes that have changed, but I know the initial fakes that were coming out in those, it wasn't 3M laces.
Gotcha.
So that was a big way that people could tell because the retail pairs were. Cool. Yeah, I'm cool on sneakers, man. There's not a ton. My sneaker shit happened last week. I was pumped on the Frozen Yellows. I was pumped on the Spider-Mans. Week before that, I was pumped on the Concords. My shit's happened. I got all the pairs that I wanted. I put up on IG. I put up like a little post on IG the other day that talked about Concords and how a lot of people hate them, and there's so many different reasons to hate the Concords. For everyone, I block out the noise. I don't care. I looked at this release for what this release was. I looked at this shoe in hand, on feet, and I loved it.
Yep.
I wasn't comparing it to any other release. I wasn't fucking doing the old head shit. I wasn't doing it's just really funny to me how people love something and then when it's limited or when they're one of the few people that have it, and then when everyone else gets it, now all of a sudden they don't love it. What happens? Why do you not love it anymore? What makes you not love it? Just because other people can get it too? Like, come here real quick. Let me fucking slap you across the face, you bitch.
It's just
How are you going to change what you feel about something because the quantity?
My opinion is they just become sheep.
That's
it.
insane to me.
That's it. They're just letting somebody else relegate who they are, what they do, what they think, and what they believe. It's unreal to me.
Never
unreal.
have I been like, man, I fucking love this, and then it's widely
Wider
available. Yeah, like
And then all of a sudden, this is the shittiest shoe ever. Why'd they do it? I
they're-
hate
I'm
this.
at the fucking Bronco game, and they're selling popcorn over in one section over here, and I'm loving this popcorn because they only sell it in this section, and I know where to get it. But then all of a sudden, I go to another game, and they open up 15 more popcorn stands because that one was doing really well in section 108, and now they opened up a bunch of more popcorn stands throughout the stadium. Am I like, man, fuck that popcorn? I don't want that caramel corn sucks, bro. They used to have such fire caramel corn here, and now it fucking sucks. Did they change anything in the caramel corn? No. Does it taste any different? No. Did they change the ingredients? No. What happened? They put 5 more stands up. Now all of a sudden, do you not like the caramel corn? Get the fuck out of my face with that. Please.
I agree.
That's annoying as fuck. I say it on social media, and I swear to God, I want to choke these fools.
Yo,
what's up?
real quick, I just fucking found this out.
Did you just spray Pine Sol in here?
No, they
No,
did.
they
They
did.
sprayed that
Oh.
Ozium, dude, and it's fucking killing me, dog.
Someone is doing some serious, yeah. God damn, getting some lemon scent in here.
Jeez.
Smelling like springtime in this bitch. All right, go
Other
ahead.
than that, someone paid 10 G's for the purple lobsters.
No.
Yeah, dude, there's...
When you can get them
I
off
literally
StockX for
have-
$250, that's weird.
So what happened essentially was this
I'm confused.
store called Canteens, they were setting up a raffle, but you had 2 choices. You could set up in the raffle.
Pull over the car or bounce on the devil, put the pedal to the floor.
I have no
Bars.
idea what that is.
Jay-Z. You have
Oh.
2 choices, or I got 2 choices. Pull over the
I
car,
know,
or
I'm,
never.
I'm
mind.
sorry.
You knew, right? Yeah, he knew what was going on. It's 99 Problems.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Your
Um,
music knowledge is one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
But you could either enter the raffle or pay essentially 10 G's for the shoe. And surprisingly enough, someone was so desperate for this pair that they paid 10 grand.
Wild.
And they literally posted it on their Instagram.
I don't even think those shoes are tight.
Look,
Nah.
10 G. Oh yeah, 10,956. Almost 11 G's. 10,956.57.
11 bands. That's a lot of bands,
That's
man.
a lot, bro. Well, that's
How would you feel to be as retarded as that?
I would hate myself.
Same.
maybe that fool's got bands though. Actually, now he's got extra bands because you see those lobsters. They have bands
He's
around
got
the
extra
fucking
bands around the toes.
They got bands around. Have you seen those purple lobsters? Oh,
He's
man.
got bands
My
on bands.
question is,
$100 over retail right now on StockX.
Neat.
$100
what
over.
was going through this man's head? Like,
Money to burn, money to blow.
Yeah. Clout.
Do it for the clout. Smash. I'm out.
Self-esteem. Sheep.
What about the red lobsters? Fucking with those?
apparently Travis Scott really stepped out with green ones.
Yeah, I saw that limited edition green lobster.
I
Yeah.
don't really need any lobsters, man.
What about the yellows?
I need one pair. It's called the Nike Air Off-White Presto Blacks. That's my favorite shoe. There's no other shoe.
The only ones. Now, here's the thing, JJ. Did he pay that much for just the basic release or the one with the special box?
It doesn't say. It just says the raffle.
Tell me he got the special box.
I mean, it's not that the special box wouldn't have been worth 10
It
G's.
just says
but it's about
concepts.
2, depending on your
Purple
size.
lobster dunk OG. Says nothing
Those are the
about
blue
having
lobsters. These are the purple.
a special box.
Oh. The purple, they didn't have a special box option?
I don't think they did. I didn't see anything about it.
No, they did too.
I'm sure they
Oh,
always.
there you go.
So
500.
someone got
500 with the special. It just says special packaging.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't fuck with those. I don't like low dunks. I'm not really a fan of low dunks. It's just trying to get my humidity dunks from
Oh.
Stadium Goods.
Yeah. What's up with that?
and it looks
4 pairs
like
canceled. Still waiting on 2. Go ahead. What
it looks
does
like,
it look
just based off the caption and everything, it looks like someone's bot fucked up maybe and accidentally, instead of entering the raffle, bought the shoe. And there was like, and then they said, should we refund them? Question mark. But I think, I don't know if
Sounds like a
someone
lot
was,
of internet bullshit to get views to me.
I don't know.
It sounds.
yeah.
That's what it sounds like. I love the surprise on your face because you look very surprised and you're their target audience.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks like a lot of clickbait bullshit that's getting people to look at it.
Yeah.
Should
Either
we
way-
refund him? That's how you're doing business on social media. You're asking people if you should refund somebody 10 fucking G's.
yeah. Hey, is Kais Omar running your
Should
page?
we refund him?
I'm just,
with the fucking. Are they holding up the shoe with the question mark on it too?
Yeah. Is the real
No.
Ray Ray running their page?
no.
Oh.
I was just wondering.
Tony D2 Wild stepped through with the fucking question mark shoe.
Oh yeah.
Should we refund?
Oh hey,
Limited or not?
dude.
No, that's like,
What?
that's the only way I could see it honestly happening.
That's what it looks like. to me.
They accidentally buy it with one of their bots.
Still,
Because I can't see someone paying 10 G's for this shoe that
Still,
was $200.
a lot of bots. You'd have to have your card company would have to allow that transaction. I know right now my bank would not approve 10 G's. Not that I don't have it in the bank, it wouldn't approve it. They would not fucking just let a fucking charge go out for 10 G's. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So the fact that happened, it's either some bullshit, like I'm telling you, or it's I just don't even know through the bot. I don't even know that would happen. I don't know. I'm calling it sus. Anything more on sneakers before we move on? Yeah.
I'm good.
No, you're good on Are you good on that shit? All right, let's move along from sneakers, fashion. Let's go to the Forbes list, man. Forbes list was just released. End of the year's winding down. A couple questions for you guys too. Do you want us to do kind of a year in review show, our last show of the year? Do you kind of want us to run down, or do you just want us to stick with the same format? Do you want us to run down some things that happened this year, maybe some winners and losers of the year, stuff like that? Is that something that interests you, or you don't really care? You just want us to stick to the same format? Leave it in the YouTube comments. We will we'll get to those on the next show. So yeah, let's get into this here before we get to the YouTube comments on this show. The Forbes list. Did you take a look at this, Dal?
I did.
Did you see anything going on?
I picked a couple.
Who was number one?
I picked a couple of my favorite on the top 10s. Mr. Lucas.
Fucking guy.
George Lucas, man.
I don't know if this is true, and I don't know I don't know anything about Star
celebrities.
Wars. What's up?
This is celebrities, not businessmen.
Yeah, celebrity Forbes list, because that's who we give a fuck about. Who gives a fuck about a businessman that we don't know his name? Do you?
Do you know
neither.
the Verizon CEO? Me neither.
Me neither. Don't give a fuck
I
about
know
that guy.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, don't give a fuck about that guy. George Lucas. That's who I give a fuck about, and I don't even like Star Wars.
Me either.
$5.4 billion.
I don't even know how much money that is.
I heard
That's an ungodly amount of money.
I heard that he got $4 billion of that for selling
Not
his
really.
Star Wars shit.
Yeah, it was in 2012 when he did that.
They sold the Star Wars shit for
Yeah.
$4 billion?
4.1.
That's funny. So 4.1 of that 5.4 came from selling all that.
Selling that. Because didn't he sell
Unbelievable.
it to Disney? Is that who he sold?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Disney, right? It's Disney.
Yep.
Wild.
Let me put you on.
Steven Spielberg, second, $3.7 billion. Where do you think the most of that comes from?
It says the acquisition of his DreamWorks animation.
Oh, no shit.
That's where most
He
of it
bought
came.
DreamWorks?
I guess so.
Jesus. Or he's partnered with them at least?
Yeah, that's where most of it came from, though.
Oprah.
Ooh, we
You get
know
a
her.
car. You get a car.
Everybody gets a car.
$2.8 billion there, just crushing it.
Do you know where hers comes from? Her investment in Weight Watchers, dog.
No.
That's what it says.
That's the majority of her stake?
that's
Not O Magazine, not her channel, not her
It
nothing
says
like that?
her investment in Weight Watchers increased her to this to have this ability,
Wow.
this fortune.
What about Stedman? Is Stedman in there at all?
Chet Stedman?
That's her husband.
No, I don't see
That
Stedman
guy,
there.
talk about a guy that just killed it, just married into money.
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of married into money and businessmen, do you know how Stan Kroenke, that's how he got his money?
Is it?
Stan Kroenke, the guy that owns Pepsi Center. So he owns the Pepsi Center building. He also owns the Nuggets and Avalanche. Then he also owns the Rams, who he moved from St. Louis to L.A.
Building a brand new
Then
stadium.
he also owns fucking one of those soccer clubs. Is it AC Milan or is it one of those clubs overseas?
Mm-hmm.
He's a part owner because you can't be a majority owner in. There's some kind of restriction. There was some kind of red tape. But he also owns the Colorado Rapids soccer club, and I think he's Damn, he was working on someone else. But he's going to own the stadium out there that the Rams are building as well, which is just going to be insane. I mean, they're going to split revenues with the Chargers, but he's going to get, I don't know what they're going to do as far as concert revenue and entertainment and all that shit there, but it's going to be
It was
nuts.
Arsenal.
Arsenal, that's right. Okay,
That's
Arsenal,
what-
not AC Milan.
Arsenal and soccer. Yep.
So the dude is just, but that's how he married one of the Walmart chicks, dude.
Oh, did he?
One of the Walmart daughters. One of Sam Walton's daughters.
Sam Walton's daughters.
Yeah,
huh?
he married, or granddaughters, I guess.
Yeah.
He married one of them, dude. Married into money. Yep, one of the Walmart chicks. But not to say he's obviously done a phenomenal fucking job. He is
Sure.
a smart guy. He went to business
Investments.
school. Right.
Like, he made quality investments.
He knows what he's doing. So number 4, Michael Jordan.
No-
$1.7 billion, dude.
No
Can you
surprise.
believe that?
No surprise there.
Can you believe that? Nothing to do with on the court money or anything like that. It's all behind the scenes. Whether I know he has endorsements with Hanes, he obviously has his Jordan brand stuff.
He has a 90% stake in the Charlotte Hornets.
Yep.
Basketball team. So, and I think that team is worth like $800 million or something. I don't know, man. It's something crazy. But
Rounding out the we'll go through the top 10 here. So rounding out the top 5 is Kylie Jenner and Jay-Z tied at $900 million. Is that insane to you?
yeah,
How does Jay-Z feel? All the fucking work
suck.
that guy's put in, all the
Yeah.
groundwork he's built, and then this 20-year-old comes
How
up.
old he is, and just all the things he's accomplished.
Dude.
Man, the Kylie cosmetics though. I don't know much about cosmetics, but I know most women have some of those cosmetics. She's killed it on that side. Like she's just a
Ladies, reach out in the comments. Is the makeup that good,
Yeah.
or is it the branding that's that good?
Is it better than Kat Von D's makeup? Because I hear that's pretty good too. Like what are we
Right.
doing?
Is it better than Sephora or MAC or any of that high-end shit? Is it better makeup, or is it just the marketing that's good? Is it what she does that's good? Is how she uses her social media platforms to show you this new shade of whatever mascara or lipstick or fucking eyeliner that makes you go buy that? What is the secret sauce here? Because I'm trying to steal some of that. I'm trying to get my IG popping. I told you guys. I'm trying to steal that. I'm trying to partner with some brands here. Reach out to the kid. Number 7, David Copperfield. I've never seen a David Copperfield show, and the guy did $875 million last year.
I haven't either.
How?
I went and saw Chris Angel.
Wait.
instead.
Is this earnings from last year, or is this earnings what they're worth?
I think this is probably what they're worth.
1.7 billion
There's
for
no
Jordan.
way these guys made $1 billion in a year.
Yeah,
Right.
they didn't make $1 billion a year. This is just
Right.
this is their net worth.
Okay, net worth.
Yeah.
So this is just adding to their.
Yes.
Jay-Z's only worth 900 million.
Yeah.
What happened to with the family feuds on the fucking album? He talks about what's better than one billionaire. 2. You guys probably don't know.
Yeah,
Never
I
mind.
do. He's talking about him and Beyonce as a team.
Stop me when I stop telling the truth. It's Jay-Z for you. Okay, what about Diddy? 825 million coming in. Wait, have you seen Copperfield live?
No, I saw Chris Angel instead.
I think we got to make a try. I think I got to. Someone in PA reach out to me. Please go claim my prize, then transfer it to me so I can go to Vegas and see Copperfield. That's what we need to do.
necessary.
Someone out in PA needs to hit the Sundance vacation offices for the kid. Spend an hour of your time. I'll oop you a pair of sneaks.
Hey.
You oop me the trip.
Yeah, do it for the cast.
Do it for the cast. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the cast.
Right.
I ain't gonna do it. Diddy.
I was
800.
surprised.
What's
I
up?
was surprised with Diddy. I didn't know.
825 million.
Yeah, I think that's a lot.
Investments, Ciroc. Obviously,
Ciroc,
he has a
yeah.
ton of. Do you know any other brands? Do you have any other a list of other brands or endorsements he has there?
He also
Or
has
investments
this
as well?
tequila.
Tequila.
I think it's De Leon tequila. I think he has investments with a tequila company called De Leon.
Avion.
Huh?
Avion.
No.
De Leon.
Yeah.
Never heard of
there
De
it is.
Leon.
De Leon tequila.
Oh, I know Avion.
And then
But I'm not
Revolt TV.
I don't know shit
anything
about
that
alcohol.
either.
Dude, I know about Revolt. You don't know about Revolt?
No, what's
Yeah,
Revolt?
it's like their own. It's like their own, just their own platform. It's kind of like loosely similar to kind of like Vice TV. They just create their own content, create their own shows, create their own. I think he was envisioning to take off more like Vice did,
Gotcha.
and it hasn't. It's been okay, but it hasn't been really that good. I think he envisioned MGK to be more of a part of it, and he envisioned. He kind of put it out when he signed MGK around that time, 2010, 2011. They kind of started coming with Revolt TV, but it just didn't go as big as I think they wanted to. To round out the top 10, tied for at number 9, I guess, would be Tiger Woods and James Patterson. $800 million, Tiger Woods. Definitely believable.
Tiger Woods.
I thought he'd be up there a little bit more. I thought he was in the billions already, but
Well, he should be, but I mean, he took all that time off from golf, man, with all the back.
probably took a lot of hits with the divorce shit too.
Oh my
Probably
God,
takes out.
Yeah, but dude, comeback of the year. I think he's one of the candidates for comeback of the year this year. Dude,
As far as golf,
Yeah, he won 2 or 3 championships this year. Dude, he didn't think he was going to be able to walk,
a
dog.
lot of people will say no majors though. How's that? Is he really coming back? If
yeah.
you're not winning majors,
Oh, he's coming back. Just to win any championship, much less, I think it was 3 this year. I think that's a hell of a win.
what do you know about James Patterson?
I know he's an author, and that's it.
That's it too. I don't know shit about James
That's
Patterson.
it.
So is it shocking that he's doing 800 million?
As an author, yes.
That he's doing Tiger Woods numbers?
Yeah, as an author. Uh-huh.
Right. Hasn't he? Damn, he's just novels. I thought he maybe wrote some TV shows or some
Yeah.
shit. 71 years old, $800 million. Crushing, dude.
What do you do with $800 million when you're 71?
Crush.
Crush.
Just crush. All right, so that wraps up the top 10 in Forbes. I would say James Patterson's pretty surprising. If you were going to ask me to name off a few, I feel like I could have named some, but probably not all. I knew Kylie Jenner was up there just because we had talked about her earlier this year and all that stuff being announced. Let's go ahead and move into, before we jump into fantasy football and heaters and all that good stuff, let's move into the YouTube comments from the last video.
Gotcha.
Uh,
These are going to be a surprise. I haven't looked at really any of them yet.
I haven't really either. I've been mad busy this week, dude. Let's see.
So have I been a caretaker. It's been different.
coming from Colby. Every shoe collector gets to the point in their collection where it gets so big, your favorites from past years get lost in the shuffle. Next year, I told myself I'm wearing every fucking shoe I got, even all the dunks in my garage. Some guy on IG did a 365 days of SB, which is where I got the idea.
Wow.
Anyways, anything you guys specifically do to ensure that your old heat gets rotated? I know Dallas, no, because Dallas... actually,
I've been wearing my shit a lot.
Since we started this podcast, actually the podcast has actually made you wear your shoes. Dallas had probably more shoes unworn than he had worn in his fucking collection.
This podcast has given me the platform.
What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing the off-white
Prestos.
Off-white Presto.
Nice.
All blacks.
Let me see that piece of crap.
I love these shoes, man.
Gosh,
it's the church shoe, the boat shoe, the
God,
old
look
man
at this.
shoe.
Look at this thing. It looks like when you used to cut your skate shoes. You used to cut your tongue out of your old skate shoes and put them in your new skate shoes to make the tongue puff up. That's what this looks like. Some fucking globes.
I love it.
Some Etnies, some DCs.
For me, just because I can wear it, it's the neutral shoe for me. It's black, easy to wear.
It looks even funnier when you see the bottom because how thin the bottom outsole is. Look how thin that outsole gets, and then the upper's just fat, just fatting it up on top of it.
Fat DVS or Osiris skate shoe.
It literally looks like a cartoon where you see the little character and then the big character fucking drops from the sky and just lands on him and like just squishes the top of the shit.
Dude, so far
it's
for
the
me,
piano falling from the sky.
Just with the shoes that I wear, the comfort that this has, similar to Boost, the deconstructed look, the neutrality of this shoe. This is shoe of the year for me so far. I know we're not there yet, but this is it for me.
I'm trying to get down to 100 pairs, man. I'm trying to keep my collection at 100.
Are you?
I don't have a hard number that I'm fixed on because I don't ever want to put myself in a box.
Yeah.
But as I look through, I'm like, haven't worn those for a while. Not really feeling those anymore. Those weren't really what I thought they were going to be. And those are kind of the shoes I'm getting rid of. As far as just going back and ensuring that the old heat gets rotated, there's nothing specific I do, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing specific I do, but I totally feel you. You've got to, at some point, there becomes a point where everyone's got to kind of purge their collection and get rid of shit and sell certain shit they don't wear, or you just end up with a ton of crap, dude.
Can you bring back next year maybe the 25 days of Kicksmas?
I know. I
That'd be
dropped
nice.
the ball on that heavy.
Doing something like that. I like the idea of the 365 SB dunks all year. That's cool. That seems a little crazy because we're just not big dunk fans.
Right.
But 25 days of Kicksmas. Doing these little concepts I think is good, and that'll also probably boost your social media as well.
This next question kind of relates to that. It's for you, Dal. Dallas, I came from a toy collecting background, and I struggle with the concept of every time I wear my sneakers, I devalue them. How do you cope with this? That was what we just talked about, your collection. You never used to wear your shit.
I know.
Now all of a sudden you're being pushed to wear your shit because you want to be on here flexing in front of the cameras. A little bit of hype beast in you, as we were talked about earlier with you copying the BYWs. Won't rehash it, but go ahead.
I think there's something to being able to kind of show off the shoes that you bought yourself, that you found a way to buy, that you found a way to afford. I think that's kind of where my head's at. And man, it's almost disrespectful in my opinion now, as my opinion changes, and shoes change and concepts change so fast as to what's hot and what's not, what sucks and what's cool. I just don't want my shoes collecting dust anymore. It just kind of bums me out. And I spent so much and I pride these shoes so much. I feel like I could die tomorrow. I feel like I could die in a month. I feel like I could die next year. Why don't I wear these shoes? Because I put so much value in them. But being that collector, going back to it is, man, you lose a lot of money. The moment you stick your foot in it, the moment you let that fucking outsole hit the ground, you lose money. And for me as an investor, I'd say my shoe collection's probably somewhere in the realm of like $35K, $40K. So nothing crazy. I'm not at $200K, $300K like some fools out there, but I do like to wear things. I do like to try things, and I like to try to recoup my value back as soon as I can, because I know instantly if I feel it or not.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty good about gauging that and the market and be able to unload it as soon as I can.
Yeah, I don't. For me, I don't have that issue at all. I don't come from that. I don't have any problem wearing the shoes. I don't have any problem thinking about the devaluing.
It's art to me. Yeah. Right. I mean, and I think that makes sense to some people, but But is it very fun opening all these boxes where all these like mint in the box toys are? No, it's cool to bring people over and say, hey, here's what I got. Most people are like, oh, dude, you're a fucking geek. You're a nerd. But I I had this dedication where even in the late 80s when I was a kid to not opening these packages, like maybe there's something wrong with me in the head, but that
There
took
is
a lot.
something wrong with you. How were you a kid and you never
That took
fucking...
a lot of
that's
dedication, and I
discipline,
still
man.
understood responsibility and still understood
How did you
money.
learn that? Was that taught to you? Or
Yeah,
like
my pops.
he said, don't open these toys.
It wasn't that. It was like, hey, even when I was a young kid, like, hey, can I have one brand new in the box, and can I have an allowance, and can I buy another one of that same thing when I was at a store? So I had that mentality when I was young. I always wanted two. I always wanted two pairs. You know what I
Right.
mean? Whatever it was, I've always wanted to rock one and stock one. That's just been my whole motto, even when I was a kid with all these action figures. I wanted one to play with.
That makes more sense. I thought you were just keeping them, and then you were just, as a kid, like no toys to play with. Like I was like, oh, cool, cool fucking
Play with
childhood,
the
Dallas.
boxes.
Take that L on the way out.
Jesus, nice childhood.
No, that's just been my
That
mentality.
serial killer.
But I've had an allowance because I was born and raised on a farm, so I've had an allowance since I was fucking 3-4 years old. So
Right.
I learned things and valued things. My dad really taught. Man, I got my ass beat if I left stuff out that he bought me outside in the conditions, whatever. I got my ass beat, so I learned to respect stuff very
Right.
very early in my
Right.
life as well. So.
Yeah. Next one, right on point with customer service, LOL. 95% of young kids never show respect. I deal with that shit in the mornings at McDonald's when I go get coffee. We were talking about that, referring to Bait. Did you see Bait was hiring a new assistant manager?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Fuck.
And what's his name? Kirby?
About 20
Jeff
people.
Kirby hit us
20
up?
people sent me that post
Yeah.
through IG DMs, fucking Twitter.
You need a back door,
Hey,
man.
Thomas, I heard the podcast, man. Get in there to apply for the assistant manager position, dude.
Right.
You'll have every drop. You'll be the backdoor kid. Yeah, right. They wouldn't even fucking let me apply.
Yeah.
They would shred my shit. They would
Yeah,
throw it
for
out
sure.
the window, which would be in their worst interest because I'd probably fucking take that thing to heights it's never seen if I managed
for
that
sure.
store. You kidding me?
We'd have 3 Baits here.
Yeah, exactly.
All of a sudden.
I'd be the best thing that ever happened to that company. Give me a break, especially with my retail experience. Oh, Lord. Over 10 years in the fucking game.
We teach those bait fucks how to conversion, all kinds of cool shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They don't even know what conversion is. I guarantee
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Guarantee they have no plan over there. There's
Yeah.
no plan
They
of
don't know
action.
what
There's no
conversion is.
goals. There's no numbers you have to hit.
You can't convert shit when you're backdoor and shit.
You can't
Let's not get it
fucking
twisted.
you can't convert shit when you don't greet customers and ask for the sell. When you
Yeah.
don't try to sell anyone shit, you're not converting anything. When you just rely on the fucking hype of the sneakers to bring fucks through your door,
Yeah.
you're not really. I don't honestly. I would not be shocked if that place is out of business in a couple of years because that location is expensive. Right across the street from Coors Field, Caddy Corner, right on the
Prime
corner
real
of
estate.
20th and Blake. Dude, 20th and Blake, that is not a cheap fucking location. And go ahead and keep treating people like that.
Yeah.
See what happens. You'll sell out of all your limited releases. That's fine, but you're not going to sell shit else, and that's evidence because every time I walk in there, you guys got the same bullshit sitting on
Every
the
time.
shelves.
Yep.
Dusty as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Playing catch up on the podcast. Great work as usual.
Okay.
The struggle was real in fantasy this week, but I made it into 2 of 3 SB. I assume he means Super Bowls.
Super Bowls.
We don't call them Super Bowls in fantasy, Dirty DJ. We call them championships, my
Or
guy.
we call them ships.
We call them ships.
What are you doing?
But no, this was super cool. I met him I think he came out at the Philly convention. I met a few
Who's
different
this
people
guy?
out there. His name's Dirty DJ. Is
Dirty
what he goes
DJ.
by. But anyway, I was the one who complained about always taking L's on sneakers, but I hit the higher end fear of God. You guys have any luck? I was in shock of my W and totally forgot about the 2019s. Def curious to check them out in person. Now I took the L on that. I actually went in. I told you guys I went into Bait, got the raffle ticket. I didn't even, dude. I don't think they put my entry in because you know how at Bait you get an email saying your entry wasn't selected. Never got that, dude.
Dang, they got you. Did
I don't
Chris?
think they even put my
Or
shit in.
Who went with you, Chris?
No, by myself.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Solo dolo. I wish someone would have gone with me so that
then
they
you can
could have got
check.
an email. Yeah. But dude, unless they change their system, actually, let me know in the comments. Any of you fools that registered for the Fear of God raffle at Bait, did you get a notification that you did not win? Because I did not get a notification either way. And I feel like I always got a notification telling me you're a loser. And I didn't get that this time. So I feel, that's going to be...
Even more salt on the
That's
wound.
going to be a convo I'm going to have to go have with those guys if I didn't get that noti. We're going to have a face-to-face.
Totally.
Maybe I'll even bring the camera. Surely StockX and Goat are putting stadium goods down. Also, I noticed that the resale for the Rookie of the Year Jordans is dropping. I wonder how that kid is going with those size 12s. I think he meant how he's doing with them in reselling them. Probably not good. Just like I told the fucker he wasn't going to be doing good. And I told his dad that it wasn't going to be going good. And he should just let me fucking have the pair and buy himself the size 11 or whatever else it was. He's probably not good.
Not good.
Not good at all. Fuck that guy. And fuck your birthday party too.
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Making $15 is not worth my time.
Yeah, fuck you and your
Bye.
Chuck E. Cheese birthday party, you 12-year-old fuck. I think the NFL wants to eliminate the cover-up optic. Don't pay for video surveillance because if you do and it doesn't become public, it looks like a cover-up. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty. I'd agree with that. Matt Ryan would be an MVP candidate on the Falcons defense, or if the Falcons defense could stop someone. Too many injuries killed our season. Check the numbers. He's still an elite QB. He got me 29 fantasy points last week in the semifinals, so I have no beef with Matt Ryan right now. Matt Ryan's on the good squad. Very happy. Still ended up losing that league, but I'm happy with Matt Ryan. My guy I really need to perform this week. I only made it to 1 championship out of 3. Baker. I know we're going to get into fantasy in a minute, but that's the guy I need. Yeah, I need Baker. Does JJ have Twitter? Someone's asking. Do you have Twitter? Remember that one time I was like, JJ, if you're going to be doing the news, get a Twitter because Twitter's a great news source.
Yeah, why? Oh,
what?
Yes,
so
I do.
The answer is yes, you do?
Yes.
Okay. That's all you had to say?
I'll start putting my social media up, but
do you want to throw it out there?
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh,
it's
wow.
like some it's some
Kenzador Media.
No, it's like some stupid code or wherever. Like you know how you have the @, and then usually they have their name or whatever. I don't even know how to change that. So it's just
at Dal Palantonio,
Mine's pretty
at
easy.
OMG, it's TTF.
I can help you.
At what is it? Pioneer. He doesn't know his either. All right, never mind. You fucks. You guys are killing me. The average velocity of Babe Ruth. The average velocity in Babe Ruth's era was in the mid-80s, while today the average fastball velocity is 92 to 93 miles an hour, plus add the development of breaking balls. But Babe Ruth's dominance of his era can only be compared to guys like Ted Williams, Lou Gehrig, Barry Bonds in batting average and OPS, on-base percentage plus slugging. So I think he's kind of agreeing with us there. I get Babe Ruth was dominant in that era. The whole argument I had last time was he didn't have to play against the best of the best. He didn't have to play against every race. He didn't have to play against people from other countries. It just wasn't the same. And I agree with Adam Ottavino's comments that I don't know if he'd strike Babe Ruth out every time, but I do agree that the Babe Ruth wouldn't have been as dominant in today's era as he was back then. Just wouldn't. Do you think the Spider-Mans will drop? Sitting at 100 plus over retail right now. What would be your buy now price if you didn't hit on the raffle? Let's see. What are the Spider-Mans at right now? Are they still climbing? This comment might be a little bit old, but
I think they're falling.
I think they're falling too. Do you know what they're at? Are you selling yours or wearing yours, Dallas?
I'm collecting mine. Thank you.
Sweet. Neither option.
Collecting.
Not selling, not wearing, actually collecting, but no collector box. Just collecting with the GR box. All right. Let me see. What the fuck? Spider-Mans. Why am I not Origin? Jeez, I couldn't think of the name. $230 in my size. So that's not that much. 160 is retail, $230. I would definitely pay that for the shoe. But I think they'll even drop farther. I think you can get them about $215, I think, is where they'll settle in. Between $215 and $220, I think, is where they probably settle in, which I don't think is bad at all. I wouldn't pay more than $240 for the shoe, though.
No.
That's the most I'd pay for it. I do like them. I think the leather is good quality. I do think I'm geeked on them.
I'd be hard pressed to pay $100 over retail. I just even being the collector.
That's what I'm saying. $240.
Yeah.
I think that's the most I would go.
Yeah.
That's the most I would go. Where else can I find the podcast so I can download it? You could do it on SoundCloud. You could do it on iTunes. Oh, iTunes. Well, I guess you can download it on iTunes, but SoundCloud. I think. Are we switching hosts still? Or what's going on with that? Are we moving it, or are they gonna be able to find it different spots?
They're gonna all be in the same spots, but yeah, we might move it as a host just because there's a better deal out there.
So they'll be able to, because someone was talking about Spotify the other day. Are we on Spotify yet or
not yet?
Okay, so we will be soon. And then I guess download. Can he download it on SoundCloud?
Yeah,
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do a playlist, like a podcast playlist download. Yep.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw size 12.5 on the Footside apps. I gambled on them as well and took a fat L. Being undefeated as well, 10 for 10 on Yeezys. I was feeling myself. Turns out my local stores didn't even have the 12.5 in stock. Must have been a glitch or something. We talked about it.
Yep,
the guy said
same.
that they didn't even get any 12.5. So they were assuming they were going to get 12.5s, but they didn't get their whole stock in time. So that's kind of what happened there. Ludens were like cherry flavor lifesavers. Did nothing to suppress my cough.
Yeah.
That's good to know. We just talked about those earlier.
Yeah.
Felt scammed each time I bought a box. I think the Robitussin flavor cough drops that you were talking about might have been Sucrets. Holy shit, I'm burping my ass. I'm sorry, guys. They came in like an Altoid tin can, tasted terrible. On top of that, they made my whole mouth numb after 3 minutes. Wish you guys could take the podcast on the road in the future. Would love to meet you guys in person at a sneaker con or another sneaker event. Shout out to Dal for fighting for his relationship. Some things are worth fighting for. Perfect relationships don't happen out of the gate. I hope you guys were able to get everything worked out. What happened with the black and white thumbnail? I almost just passed over this video with the full color thumbnail. It's bad, really bad.
That's what he says?
Yeah, BHAAHD.
Oh,
bad.
nice. Just like you say.
It's bad, really bad. So he liked the black and white thumbnails. I don't know. I don't
know why we did that. We just wanted to mix it up, I think.
Yeah, I think just
Because
trying
we weren't
just trying some
holding
new
anything,
things.
so
Plus,
yeah.
there's nothing to really hold. I think that's how we'd probably do it. Just take a basic thumbnail unless there's some shit for us to hold. Yeah. Another tight ass podcast. Appreciate it, bro. About Adam Ottavino versus the Bambino. Give Babe Ruth in the training of the modern day game, he would wreck Ottavino. Throw Ottavino back in the 20s, there's no way he'd have the knowledge to throw it at 95. Barry Bonds is the greatest hitter of all time and would crush Ottavino at every bat. I don't think anyone's arguing that. I don't think we talked about Barry Bonds. I said Barry Bonds was one of the greatest of all time. He did steroids to keep up with the other people. It's not like he needed it. He did it because everybody else was doing it. He saw it was putting average motherfuckers onto his level, and he was like, nah, I'm up here and I'm going to stay up here. And he did what he did. So let's move along here. There's some references back to timestamps. I'm going to skip those because I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
That was so yesterday.
The most underrated podcast should definitely come through Vegas for the NFL draft, and I'm down to help make that happen. Johnny Boost.
I love Johnny.
Coming through. Matty Ice is definitely the safer pick. We'll skip that one because it's already over. We talked about Matt Ryan. I needed him last week. He came through. My rest of my team did not. How did you pay for the humidity dunks? Did you check up on the payment source statement to see if the money went through? Is it still pending or did it get refunded? The order for the 4 pairs that I purchased at once, the $400 and some has been refunded. I got that money back. I've not gotten the money back on the 2 pairs, and I've not gotten a shipping confirmation that they shipped. So I'm going to reach out to those fucks today. It would be really cool if they had a phone number that I could just get some direct answers, but I'm going to have to go through email. So I'm going to reach out to Stadium Goods, and I'll let you guys know what's up with the rest of those, or the other 2 pairs of humidity dunks. Speaking of that, I wonder if it's a 7 and a 7.5 that are coming. I wonder if they're still sitting at the resale price they were of $190. Hopefully. Fellas, what up? Quality is the key. Keep doing you from LA. I think he's talking about when I was talking about just doing music, having intros for the music, creating a quality show. You guys rock. Woohoo. Awesome. Great beginning, fellas. The look on Dal's face almost immediately after he said it. He knew it. It was awesome. I think he's talking about when you said you kind of when you were talking about you fucked yourself for the game, how you scheduled therapy during the game, and then you were trying to, you were just in a corner.
Trying to talk my way out of it.
You were in a corner.
Not possible.
Ultra Boost 19s are going to be fire. More boost, and the design is growing on me. What the fuck? Did you cop the Ultra Boost 19s?
Nope.
You didn't even try?
Nope.
Why?
Don't need them yet.
You're going to wait till February?
Yeah. I'm cool.
You're still going to get them in February?
Yeah. Oh, also, you know me, man. I want to try, but
why wouldn't you try early? I thought you were all about getting them early. You want to get them for the cast, blah, 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 blah.
Sometimes,
yeah. Stuff with but not with the BYWs that you already have. But you don't have that model. You don't have the performance model. But you have plenty of Ultra Boost too, but not that model. But it's the same thing, but it's different now.
Same thing, different.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Just not pumped on this model, but I will get it as soon as it's easy to get.
Really disappointed in you.
It's all good.
Wanted to see those.
Don't stress.
We'll just wait a half a year. Super Bowl will be over by the time we take a look at those. Cool.
Why don't you
Ultra
buy
Boost
those?
STs. Didn't want them. Don't want them. Never going to get them.
I don't know if I want them either, but I want to try them.
Oh my God. Oh, here we go.
I'd like to try them.
Dallas, then you want them. You should have got them early.
That cage is too gross. I don't like that cage.
Ultra Boost ST has more boost, but is super heavy. No one is running in those. Only dads jogging, maybe. Boost is heavy. No way getting around it. Too bad the Audi Zero sub 2 lightweight boost has gone nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. The STs, I had one pair. I had the OG white pair franchise. You knew that. I even took the cage off of that way before the boost hype. They are heavier, and I don't like them, and they run too big, and I sold them. So I would agree with that statement.
Uncle Roselli needs to come on the podcast more for real next time. Dude's hilarious. Yeah, I think we're going to have him on more. I think it'll be good to sit in. It's funny, when I called him the other day on the last show, he was like, he hit me up later in the day. He's like, hey, sorry, man, you caught me off guard. Like, I didn't even have the mojo going. I was still kind of waking up, getting the steam going. I was like, oh, my bad. I thought you were at work. Like, he's like, no, I was just getting ready to go to work. Like, I was fucking whatever. But no, yeah, he's classic, man. Funny guy. I'd imagine as soon as, especially once the NFL season winds on, we get into fucking March Madness is over, the NBA season, the finals come over, and we get into the summer and it's just baseball, we're going to need some topics. We're going to need some things to talk about. That's a good time. We're going to have more guests on. Roselli will probably be one of those. Great podcast. Those new Ultra Boost look like a disappointment, but for old runners, as you mentioned. Also, the flat touche will make it horrible to wear with jeans. I don't know. I don't think he meant to say touche. I don't know what he could have meant.
I think he's talking about the top of the shoe, maybe where it's tough, obviously, because it's like an NMD.
Maybe he meant tongue. Also, the flat tongue will make it horrible to wear with jeans.
Yeah,
has to be tongue
because it has to be the top of that shoe that he's talking about. That's obvious.
Yeah. Last one here. Who the fuck gave this podcast a thumbs down? No way they could have even watched it. Aggravating ass trolls. I get it, bro. Yep, I'm with you. I don't know who would ever fucking. I mean, I feel like we turn people around on this podcast all the time. I get messages all the time like, yo, I don't even fuck with podcasts. I don't even listen to podcasts, kind of like I posted on my story.
Yeah.
I think we cover enough topics to where even if you don't listen to it all the way through, there's something for everyone on here, man. If you were a fan of my channel. Now, I'm not saying there's something for everyone in life. Hillary Clinton probably wouldn't like this fucking podcast. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain people that wouldn't listen to it. But if you liked my channel, if you fucked with my YouTube channel before, I don't see how you couldn't like a portion of this podcast, if not all of it.
I think
it
was JJ that gave the dislike because that fool has to watch it like 3 or 4 times
Ooh.
when he's editing it. So he
gave his own edit a thumbs down.
That's probably it.
Wow, hot take from Dow.
Yeah,
you might want to.
Yeah,
Dow Pal's in the house.
Really fucking hate it.
Go
ahead
and give me a follow. It's fine.
Give him a follow. Hot take, Dow Pal. Dow Pal and Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
On the hot takes.
Don't compare me to that fool. Talking about starting Hunter Henry. Get the fuck out of here.
That was tight. He thought he was going to go off. I don't blame him. Never know. I don't know what kind of insight that guy has.
Max Kellerman. Spencer Ware is out.
I know, and it's all delayed in his ear. Spencer Ware is out.
Yeah.
Spencer Ware is out.
Brewski's delayed over here, and he's just fucking looking off like, what the
hell
am
that was so
I
good.
doing?
That was so good. I love that. I feel like I wish we wouldn't have missed the show so we could have talked about that on Monday. I played the sound and shit. But if you didn't see it, Stephen A. shit the bed. Chances are, if you follow our cast, you saw it. That's all we got on YouTube comments. You ready to jump into the DraftKings and fantasy and all that stuff?
Let's do it.
How's your fantasy looking, first of all? Coming out of the weekend, you went into the weekend, you had you were in 4. No, you were in 5. Were you in 5 semifinals?
No, I was in 4.
You made it to 5 playoffs.
Correct.
You lost one the first week, so you were in 4 semifinals.
4.
And then how do we do?
I ended up taking 2 losses, so I am playing for 2 ships.
Take that L on the way out.
Correct. I'm playing for 2 ships and playing for my money back in 1.
That's not bad, dude.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad.
Because most people that I know are playing for 1 ship and then maybe some money back. But
I'm playing for 1 ship and I'm playing in 2/3. So out of my 6, I made the playoffs in 3. Mm-hmm. I lost. I won all 3 in the first round. I lost 2 in the semis last week. And then so 2 third places. So if I can win both of those, I'll get my money back in those 2. And then if I can take down the other one in the championship, I'll be profitable.
Yeah.
If I lose that championship and I take second, I think I'm going to either lose maybe 100 or 200, and then or I might break even. I'm not sure. I don't know how it breaks down and payout for second place, but it's gonna come down to it, man. It's gonna come down to either just losing a little bit or breaking even, or maybe being a little bit profitable. It's not gonna be a travesty. Either way I go, I'm in the championship. I'm guaranteed a second place. I have an opportunity to take down 2/3, get my money back in those. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah,
feeling pretty good about it.
I'm feeling pretty good too, except for Breeze. Breeze, the last 3 weeks he's done.
Dude, awful.
He's done 10,
awful down the
8,
stretch.
and 8.
If you're still alive and you have Breeze as your quarterback,
lucky.
You're lucky stars.
You were like the best game manager, or you're the best GM ever.
Yeah,
I feel like
you must have some real shit going on with the rest of your squad.
Oh shit.
So,
but with my 2 ships, so I will be profitable even if I take 2 seconds, and obviously, if I take 2 seconds, I'll be profitable. Okay, so then if I take obviously the 3rd and get my money back too, so I'm in good shape profitability wise. So,
nice. Yeah. What do you? All right, let's go to the championship lineups. Who are you? You have Breeze in that one?
I do, in fact. Yeah. Let me.
Or you have 2 championship lineups. Sorry.
I do. I'll pull them both up.
Mine, I have. Okay, quarterback wise, I'm choosing between Matt Stafford, who's playing Minnesota. Probably not going to do that.
Matt Stafford against Minnesota. Nope.
And then I have Baker Mayfield against the Natty. So I mean,
I'm taking Baker.
I think that's really the only option I have, dude. On the bench, I mean, on the waiver wire is Tannehill, who's now questionable. Foles, I'm not going to start him. Case Keenum against Oakland. That's a fucking punt. Josh Allen against New England, not going to do that. Eli Manning against Indy. Sam Darnold against Green Bay. None of these options seem better than Baker to me against the Natty. And not that Baker did anything great against the Broncos. I thought he should have done a lot better than he did, especially with Chris Harris Jr. being injured. They didn't play they didn't play Shane Ray. There was a lot of different things they should have done a lot better in that Bronco game.
Right.
I thought Cleveland was going to blow them out. I was surprised it was close as it was. I was glad the Broncos lost that game. We'll talk about the Broncos here in a little bit, but fantasy-wise, who are you starting?
Fantasy-wise, so for me, obviously I have Breeze in the championship. And obviously, I hope that's going to be a high-scoring game. Man, I hope against Pittsburgh. Man, I'm hoping to see some high-flying air balls.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping to see.
It's so weird because it seems like such an easy over that I want to bet the under so fucking bad this week on that game. Just because it's going against everything that should happen. Mm-hmm. The Saints are in the Dome. Steelers coming off a big win against the Patriots. But here's why I think it could go under. The Saints have been struggling. Now, I know they're going back home, and a lot of people expect them to get right this week. But Pittsburgh's D just did hold Tom Brady to a touchdown. Let's be real. They held New England to 10 points. So if they ride the momentum there and they come in and they're able to kind of stymie Breeze a little bit, New Orleans defense is quite improved. They're able to hold Roethlisberger down. I could see that going under the total there. What is the total, 50s? Some in the 50s? Have you seen the total on that?
I haven't yet. Nope.
I'll look it up here. What's
I'm going to say 51.
50. What did you see the total on it, Mike? Did you look at it yet? I know you're betting. Got your betting shit going. My thing's taking forever. Go ahead and run down your lineup.
All right, so for this one, this is my $100 league, so this is bread and butter, baby. But I've got Breeze, I've got Michael Thomas, I've got Jarvis Landry, I've got Joe Mixon, which has a questionable tag on a wrist now. So he was dealing with a leg questionable problem, and now it's a wrist all of a sudden. I did put in Jamal Williams over Tyreek Cohen. And I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning that because here's the deal. The Bears have already clinched, right? They've already clinched their division. They're good to go. I don't see them putting a lot of stars in and getting a lot of movement with their stars. Would you guys agree or disagree?
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why I have Williams, but he has a questionable tag all of a sudden this morning.
No, they said he's going to be a big part of the game plan, so I think that changes. Yeah, I think he's
Who, Williams?
Jamal Williams.
Yeah. Why is what's the deal with Aaron Jones?
IR.
He's out for the year, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
They put him.
I didn't know that.
It was knee, right?
I'm not sure with him. I know Jamal Williams, it's his toe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about
and I think, I think Aaron Jones, they just put him on IR a few days ago.
I'm riding with the guys I got, man. I normally I'd be up on that. You know me, I'm the fucking wire king. I picked up Damian Williams.
You
I
got
picked
them all
up
before I
Samuels.
did.
Yeah, I got everybody, but I'm not up on this because my team's stacked. There's no one else. I'm not gonna go punch in Jamal Williams for Chris Carson, who's been killing it the past couple weeks. Dalvin Cook, you know what I mean? Like I got players.
So check out this bench real quick, and then of course I have Kittle as my tight end, Zerline, and then Indy's D. Now check this out. I have Cohen on the bench. I have James Conner on the bench. I have Matt Breida on the bench. I have Wilson Jr. on the bench. I have New Orleans D on the bench. So I still have some moves that I can make if necessary, but I think Jamal Williams is still a better option than James Conner.
Yeah.
At least today, speaking today on the podcast.
Dude, check this out.
That's what I'm thinking.
Did you get the I text you. I don't even know if you got it. You were dealing with all the Robin stuff. Yeah. Did you get you're in the league we're in together in Danko's league. This dude complained last week about
Let's address it. I'm good with it. Yeah, for sure.
About me putting in Jalen Samuels at tight end. So just to be clear, in all of my Yahoo leagues that I have, I'm not sure if this is Yahoo across the board. Maybe your league was different. In my leagues, they allowed you to designate Jalen Samuels as a tight end or a running back.
Correct.
They gave him dual designation because he did play tight end in college. So this guy wants to come through. So he scores 18 last Sunday. Monday morning.
Yeah.
Going into Monday night's game, he has Alvin Kamara left. I have nobody left. Scores 124 and change to 130 and change. I'm basically up 6 points.
Yep.
This man decides to write our league a message.
Yeah.
That's
the day of the game. Let's be clear here.
Well, on Monday.
Yeah.
The games had already been played on Sunday.
Oh, yours has.
All my shit's over.
But
my team's done.
But his last game.
But he's down 6 points and he has Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
So he decides to email our fucking league commissioner. Or, he emails all the league.
All of it.
Except me. I didn't get the message. You know how I found out? Alex Connick texts me and he goes, "What a bitch. Look at this guy." And I go, "Whoa, I never got that email." he left me off the email. I had no ability
you can
to vote.
Select who you want to email.
He sent it to everybody in the
fucked.
league except me, dude. I had no idea. If Alex wouldn't have sent me the screenshot and would have been and wouldn't have been like, "Yo, this guy's a fucking bitch. Who is this?" He didn't even know who it was.
Yeah.
You thought it was Danko. It
thought
wasn't even Danko.
It wasn't Danko.
No, it's some fuck named Aaron. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Aaron. I don't even know who the fuck you are, but you're a bitch, dog.
Yeah.
So anyway, this motherfucker emails the league and says, my team's name is Blow Lines and Fuck Dimes. Blow Lines and Fuck Dimes should not be able to use Jalen Samuels as a tight end. We need to take a vote and have him removed from the lineup. Yeah, this is the kind of shit. This is the kind of bitch shit that's going on. So I'm like, I can't even believe I'm involved in a league like this. Do you see the fucking chain I'm wearing? And I'm involved in the fucking bitch ass league like this. You see what the fuck are we doing here? I'm pissed off.
Can we put in a vote to get this guy banned?
So that's what I'm like. I think we're voting on the wrong thing here. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's got some bitch assness going. So I immediately hit Dal. I'm like, yo, are you seeing this? Because I'm off the email list. I didn't get the email. I can't communicate. So I call our league commissioner. He doesn't answer. He does medical sales and shit. So he was in surgery at the time. Like he goes and observes. He does all this, whatever. If you're in medical sales, you know. So he's like, yo, I'm in surgery. I'll hit you back. So then Alex is kind of taking up for me, kind of going to back and forth. And he's sending me screenshots of their convo. And Alex is like, basically, I'm telling Alex, I'm like, dude, if he wanted to make this an issue before this weekend, I'm down to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm not down to change it. I'm down to talk about it. But the fact that you're going to wait until the games have played, and then you're going to come and bring that up to me Monday, or you want to bring that up to the league Monday morning, then you want to leave me off the fucking email, and you want to try to go behind my back so I don't know what's going on, and have all of a sudden have a player pulled out of my fucking lineup.
And you have zero voice.
What are you? Yeah.
Fuck outta
What
here.
are you doing? And then, if Jalen Samuels would have scored 2 on Sunday, I guarantee you this email never gets sent.
We wouldn't even have this
We wouldn't even be
conversation.
having this convo. But the fact that he did 18, that's why we saw that. If he would have scored 2, I guarantee he doesn't say a word. But the fact that he did 18, that leaves this motherfucker come through. Now, forget Jalen Samuels, forget everything else. If you have Alvin Kamara and he can't score 6 points, you need to go fuck yourself. You don't deserve to win the league. If Alvin Kamara can't score 6 points on Monday Night Football in prime time, you don't deserve to be in the championship. Bottom line.
That may be the bigger issue.
Bottom line, the fact that he started bitching while he still had a player, and Alvin Kamara was held down in the first half. He had like 4 points. I was hanging by a thread. I was living on a prayer, Bon Jovi style.
You were hanging by a moment, no life.
Then,
sure.
Then we saw what happened in the second half. He fucking went ham. I think he finished with 14 or 16 points. Yeah. So I got beat. I got bounced out. That's the league, and I'm now playing for third in. But, oh, man.
Don't worry. I'm going to take the first.
Oh, yeah, you're playing that
I'm playing
guy.
for the ship.
Oh, dude, what's your guys' rosters? His roster's fucking stacked, too.
Dog, his name is Hammer Toes.
His roster's so fucking stacked.
What are you going to do in LA Denver League?
Damn, dude, I got to look at this lineup real quick.
We'll talk
Danko, matchups, Dallas playing for... Oh, Dallas is a legit team. Look at that team name.
The default, huh? The default handle?
Yeah, dude, it's been this for like 4 years. We've been in this league together. Dallas legit team every year.
I think he has that same team name in our league as well.
That's tight. Dallas legit team. So let's see. You got Breeze. You got Michael Thomas. You need a huge combo. You need a big-time combo out of that. I don't see Mike Williams doing what he did last week again, especially against Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough this week. Joe Mixon's question. Yeah, you're getting fucked up, Dallas.
You think?
You're getting fucking killed.
We'll see.
You're playing Goff. You're playing Mike Evans. You're playing Galladay, who just went off. You got Cooks. You got Kamara. You got Derrick Henry, who's fucking had a career 2 weeks going on.
2 weeks. That's it.
And he's playing Washington. Nothing to play for. Defense terrible. This looks like another 25-plus week for Derrick Henry. You got Njoku, hit or miss. Fairbairn scored 22 against me last week. The kicker. So I got fucked on that. Minnesota's D scored 24 against me last week.
And they're going up against Detroit.
Fairbairn, fuck that guy.
Yeah, that guy killed me. He killed you too?
22. Then him and Atlanta's D, like all these,
Oh, Atlanta's D went crazy. Minnesota's D went crazy.
Over 30. Yep.
And both those Ds have been terrible the past few
all
weeks.
Season.
Atlanta's been all season. Minnesota's just been bad the past few weeks.
Yeah.
But they got right.
Between 8 and 11 points.
Yep.
Fuck out of here.
Fantasy, man. It's so funny. Like a lot of people, it's people that Fantasy cracks me up because people that are not good at fantasy always are like, oh, it's all luck. This guy's all luck. And then people that are really good at fantasy are like, oh, no, it's all fucking skill. There's no luck involved. I don't think it's either way. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's an equal amount of skill and luck. You know, you're going to have a better shot if you have skill, if you stick to the waiver wire. So there are things that you can do to make it better, but there's also uncontrollables. You can't control what the fuck these guys go do on Sundays. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't. So I don't think it's all the way one or the other. I like that debate. I think it's funny, but I don't think it's all the way one way or the other. So fantasy-wise, a couple big-time fantasy matchups. It sounds like, are you in fantasy championships this week too?
Yeah, so I did 7. I made 1 championship, and then I'm playing for money back in one of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, on one of them, though.
You're in 7 leagues?
Yeah, man.
6 was stupid.
I'm addicted. Remember you were clowning me on the amateur hour because we did it kind of early on one of the leagues?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But it's just because I just love doing it. That's all. But question, I had Andrew Luck, and I would go back and forth between Luck and Watson.
Ooh.
And last night, though, for insurance, I picked up Russ Wilson. So now I got 3 of them.
Russ was chilling on the waiver wire? What kind of leagues are you in, bud?
This is a smokers league, so I think they're all baked. You know what I'm saying? I have the advantage there.
What was the buy-in?
$30.
Oh, 30.
So the loser doesn't have to pay in the buy-in, and then the winner's taking home $240. Which,
damn.
I'm okay with that. I was supposed to lose this league last week because I was tied 87-87. Dude had Breeze and Samuel, and I had McCaffrey, and luckily Breeze took that shit. So that's
speaking of McCaffrey, you think with Cam Newton being out this week, how do you guys think that's going to affect his fantasy value this weekend? Would you? Obviously, you're not going to sit him because who really has better options? But I could easily see the guy getting 6 points.
I think they're going to box DM.
They said that, but they said he's a big part of the game plan. So no matter what, he's going to get the touches. So
he has to be. Who the hell's the kid backing him up?
Tyler Heineke or
Heineke. Mm-hmm. Dude, that guy's going to be trying to dump it down to McCaffrey all fucking day. So he screens out the ass. That was what Newton's been doing the past couple weeks because he couldn't throw downfield, bust up shoulder.
So he says.
I think PPR you're fine, but non-PPR, there's kind of
that's rough. Is there really better options though? Like that's where you start getting stupid. You know what I mean? If you sit Christian McCaffrey in your championship game, that's where you just start. You feel like that's your classic overthinking it, right?
It's the same thing. Yeah. Would you not start Kamara? Would you not start fucking Melvin Gordon if obviously healthy? So you have to.
Melv's good this week, isn't he?
He's in.
That's what I hear.
He's in this week.
Eckler, what about him?
Eckler, nah.
Not out. He's out.
He's out.
But that's like that. The other day you said to start Tyreek Hill, and I was like, no, you bench him this week against the Chargers.
I had to start him. I had no other choice.
Well, I had
4 points.
I could have put Edelman in for him, and that's what I was trying to tell him, that the matchup. This guy scored 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Wait, did you start him?
I started him,
so
but
you told him not to start him. He told you to start him.
Right, and I listened to this guy.
Because he's in front of the microphone, you think he knew what he was talking about.
Right, and I was like, oh, man, listen to this amateur. But my point is Tyreek went off for 5 or 6 touchdowns, 400 yards the last 3 games. You would think after getting hit in the mouth 3 times, the 4th time they're going to be like, hey,
he was a little banged up, too. He was hobbled.
That, too.
Short week.
And he had the TD catch that fucking hit him right in his face mask.
That's fair. That's why I wasn't really mad because I was like, that could have made the difference of another 10 points.
This is a swing.
I would have put him at 14,
easy.
13,
This is an easy swing, so I still stand by what I said. Matchup-wise, it was still a good matchup. Tyreek is still elite enough to be able to do that no matter what the matchup is.
That's fair. I just didn't like the matchup.
Yeah. Let me get some advice from you guys. Jordan Howard against San Francisco this week?
I really like that one.
Or Damian Williams against Seattle? I know Spencer Ware's coming back, so Damian Williams is kind of going to be in a share, but Jordan Howard's also in a share with Tariq Cohen.
Well, 2 games ago against the Rams, he put up that 100 yards against the Rams defense.
Howard?
Yeah. And then last week he had the touchdown, which put him, I think, 68 yards. And
the question I would have for you, though, is the Bears have already clinched their division.
Right.
So how much are they playing for
That's
this
what I'm
week?
saying. Yeah. That's what I'm asking. So he put up 13 against Green Bay last week and 10 against the Rams the week before. Before that, it was pretty duddy, dude. I mean, the Giants, he did 7. Giants are fucking awful. Yeah. He only did 7 there. He did 1 against Detroit. He did 6 against Minnesota, 3 against Detroit.
And those games that you're talking about is where you would have started Tyreek over him.
Right.
Because Tyreek's coming out of the backfield. Insane, those games.
You're a Niner fan.
Yeah.
You're a Niner fan. How is he going to play against the Niners this weekend? Is the Niners run D good? What are we seeing?
Man, it's no telling. Kyle Shanahan 7-1 in December.
Crazy.
We've won the last 2 games, and at home, I don't know. We just play differently. We're like one of those teams that'll show up.
Right.
The Packers this year, even the Chiefs game this year, it wasn't. The Chiefs only put 3 points up in the second half, and they were up by like 31 within the first half. But we almost came back. Jimmy G got that ACL tear, but I think Shanahan has a really good offense, and he still wants to win. If the Bears lay down, I could see us winning. But that's if it depends on their game plan.
What are you guys seeing? Are you seeing Trubisky playing this weekend? What are the reports you're seeing?
So far, he's still in.
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing everything in too.
He's still in.
Seeing the same
I don't
shit.
see why they don't finish the season strong though, and like just go in there, try to mop them up, and head into playoffs.
I also have here I also have Lamar Miller and Alfred Blue on the bench in the same league.
Fuck Lamar Miller.
So I could put either of those guys in too.
Keep them both on the bench.
But
yeah, for sure. Lamar Miller, man, just over the seasons, this guy always when it's clutch time, he always lays down for me.
He did a fat 0 last week, which is fire.
0.8.
Yeah,
don't get it twisted.
Lamar Miller's no Derrick Henry in 2 weeks.
What about this week? What if he sits and they start Alfred Blue this week?
Keep him on the bench. I'd start Howard over that.
Even against Philly?
Philly? They're fighting still, right?
Yeah, and it's in Philly.
In Philly. Yeah. That's why I'm sitting Deshaun Watson. I'm thinking between Luck and Wilson for me.
Yeah.
And I said because Watson too, he doesn't have a lot of touchdown passes in
the
past 7 games. He runs the ball a lot, which is that's all you got from him.
All right, I want a little off topic. You went to the Broncos Niners game a couple weeks ago. How is that stadium? Is it the first time you've been there, or you've been there before?
I've been there before.
Oh, so you guys you have season tickets. That's right, your family.
My mom and dad do.
Yeah. So, which you can get season tickets for fucking a box of Cracker Jacks out there, I'm sure.
Well, so back in the day,
or is it expensive?
Back
in the day, at Candlestick, expensive.
No.
Shit Clara? I don't know if it's that expensive.
Shit Clara. No, that's right, dude. So back in the day, we used to buy the tickets from StubHub, and then we were paying hundreds of dollars for them, and we're like, why are we doing this when we can just buy the season tickets, sell most of them, and then go to the couple games for free? So that's what we started doing. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to go to the last game.
That's pretty cool to be, just a second, it's pretty cool to be part of a fan base where you could just jump in and buy season tickets. We got a 15-year wait list here in Denver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking terrible.
It's probably like that now. We've been going to Candlestick and been a part of that.
You had them for a hot minute.
For a while,
gotcha.
Yeah. And at Candlestick.
I'm on the waiting list. By the way, that's why I know.
For Vegas,
Broncos
though, right?
season tickets. I'm on
that one too?
I'm on both, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm on both. I'm trying to trying to have both season tickets.
Yeah.
Be coming out fucking 2,500 3Gs at the beginning of each year per team per season. Yeah, it's expensive.
That's how I was taught.
Yep.
But I was fortunate enough to go to the last game against the Falcons at Candlestick, and then the first game at Levi's against Chicago. We lost the last game we won the last game, and then we lost the first game at Levi's. But,
okay.
But the stadium feel though,
how is the stadium? I've heard multiple things. I've heard some people love it.
I'm not a fan of it. It's in like a industrial area, whereas before we were right by the water, right by the bay, and it had that home feel. It had like that Dodger Stadium feel, where it's just in the backyard, and it's just different. It's not in the city or anything. And Santa Clara, it's
like 45 minutes to an hour outside of
that too.
San Fran, right?
And they thought about changing the name to Santa Clara. I guess it didn't pass. I don't know the full detail on that, but yeah, that was a bad look for a little while too, because we're like, what, Santa Clara?
No doubt.
What is that? So, but yeah, no, I don't like the stadium. I couldn't find. So we went with the whole family, and I'm trying to find Amari some lemonade and some. What else was I looking for? I went like 3 levels. Couldn't find no lemonade and no popcorn. I was like, fuck this stadium.
Damn,
this trash.
That's great. I've heard like heat. Like right now, I guess it wouldn't be an issue, but I heard like. When the season first starts, summers, so the side of the stadium that has the sun just gets fucking roasting, dude.
I can see that.
Like I heard it's just it's super hot down there on the field. I've heard a lot of complaints, like field conditions weren't the greatest, which just seems weird. Seems like you'd be able to grow grass fine over there. It's always sunny. What's the deal here,
It's a new stadium. It's nice, but I miss that home feel.
Yeah. DraftKings. Let's move into the DraftKings tournament. Ooh, I think.
Oh, hey, real quick. Let's get back to fantasy because I need your advice here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to skip your advice. I thought you were giving out advice last week about Tyreek Hill, so I didn't think you needed any advice.
So my second ship that I'm in is Mr. Mike's League. The Denver versus LA. We got the commish here. Okay. We need to make a decision real quick because the league is initially winner take all. But That being said, whoever wins it has
700.
The winner has the ability to do side pots or kind of establish what they want to do. Like if they want to give some money to the second place team, whatever, they can do that, and they've done that in the past. Some people take the money and run. Some people, want to be a little bit of fair. Because right, if you take second place in that type of league for that long on a $50 buy-in, second place should get something. Most people feel.
Yeah.
So in this case, we have the ability to do a 400 and a 200 split, or winner can just take all. What advice would you have?
Wait, it was
real quick though, impressive. This was a 14-man league. A bunch of people were like, "What the fuck, 14 people? That's a lot of people." But
It is.
That's pretty impressive. And then 4 people on the bench. So yeah, shout out Dallas.
4 bench spots. That's
My first time in this league this year.
What did okay, so what was it at the beginning of the season? What were the rules? Winner take all?
I told them it's winner take all, but if the first 2 people want to talk about doing some type of split,
Okay, so that was negotiated in the beginning.
Yeah,
It's always
absolutely.
been that way.
Absolutely,
When I
yeah.
even got into this league, I even knew that.
All right. Yeah, then I mean, I don't know. I think it's nice to get something for second. I've never played in a league with winner take all except for like DraftKings and shit. I've never played in an actual fantasy. It's just too much time, dude. There's too much time invested down the line. I think it should be a payout for first, second, and third. And in one of my leagues, we actually pay for first, second, and third, and we pay for high points just through the regular season, not including playoffs. So whoever
I've won
scored
that
the
in the past.
most points, got paid there. I think that's a cool way to do it for people that just – you fucking dominated the league all year, and then you just got a bad break in the first round or whatever happened. You know what I mean? You had your fucking Kareem Hunt situation, whatever it may be, which that happened to me in a few leagues. You still get some money out of it. So we made a certain percentage. It was more than what you paid to get into it. I forgot the percentage, but it was a certain percentage of the pot. I think it was like 25 or 30% went to high points. I think it was like 25% there. Then you had a portion that went to first place. Then you had a little bit of portion that went to second place, and then third got their money back. Actually, in that league, it might not be third gets their money back. It might just be first and second and high points. I'm not positive. I'd have to double check. But
there's some leagues I played into where they do like weekly prizes. They'll say, "Hey, this week top running back, top quarterback," and then they'll do like a $10.
Yeah, that's
out of
cool.
the whole pot.
Different pots. Yeah,
that was kind of cool too, because it sucks when people lose interest towards the end and then they're not subbing people, and that kind of affects like how people get into playoffs.
No doubt.
Stuff like that.
It does.
So.
Yeah.
no doubt.
Way to keep people honest, for sure.
For sure.
So
I would say, yeah, man. If you guys both agree, I would just say fucking pay out for second place.
Yeah, I don't know. We have the ability to call this fool. We can get him on the podcast real quick, but I don't know if that's just something that we just need to decide. But I think for me, maybe if it's
We're already at 210. We got to jump in a
if
heater
it's a
soon.
$600 pot, I think we'll probably just do a 400,
4 and 2.
4 and 2.
I think that makes sense to me. I would want that way. Winner take all is a little too crazy for the amount of time
Effort
that was invested throughout the season.
And usually when you're greedy, you lose. That's been the
Unless you're Siraj.
in this league.
Yeah.
Everybody who's turned down the half, they've lost.
Oh.
So it's kind of like he has.
It's like that deal or no deal shit.
Yeah.
You got 50 G's in the case right now. You want to risk it for the fucking 100, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I would take you got a guaranteed 200 banked. I'm always down for that.
So that's it.
yeah, I think I'm good with that.
That's what I would do. Shit. Okay, DraftKings tournament. Jeff took it down again, man. Jeff Fortuna fucking killing it. He only scored 157. It was kind of a lower score. I think it was one of the lower scores all season for
And I
us
think
on
that was
DraftKings.
I
But
think that was because of quarterbacks.
It was
Quarterbacks
bad.
just weren't putting up many points.
fucking bad.
Unless you had Matty
Who's
Ice.
in the basement?
Oh, dude. Who is in the basement? You are. Shit. That's bad. Damn, Dallas is like middle of the road,
Middle of the
7th.
pack again.
I did
Fournette,
4th.
man. This guy.
Fournette killing you.
Fournette's the worst.
Dude, here's a really cool thing. I wish you could fucking see this. Because I wish I could turn my laptop around and show you. Dude, on DraftKings, I didn't realize this. On DraftKings, you can click into our league, and there's an actual league leaderboard of standings throughout the year. So, like, it shows where you're at throughout the year, how many wins you have, how many contests you've played in. So,
average points too, right? Like your average throughout the whole season.
It goes. Yeah, your league score average. So I'm actually leading the fucking league with 135 as my average in the whole shit out of all of us.
Really?
There's 39 people in this bitch. I'm number 1. Let's see. Landog's number 2. He's 135. We've both played in 15 contests. Pena's the only other motherfucker that's played in 15 contests. Me, you, and Landog, we've all done 15. Dallas has done 14. There's a couple other people who have done 14, but then it kind of scrolls down the line. So, but bottom line, Jeff Fortuna, dude. This guy goes either really good or really bad. He's either fucking taking last or he's taking first because he's 13th in the overall rankings. He scooped the most money. He scooped $181 or $189 in prize money because he's won it 3 times. I've only scooped $58.50, but I'm in first over here just because of the average. I always finish near the top. Like I said, I've taken a lot of seconds, thirds, and fourths.
I'm over here donating.
You're donating. Dallas, actually, you're 6th in the overall.
I'm beating
Dallas is at 7.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Had I played that 15th game like I was supposed to and didn't shit the bed, maybe I'd be higher.
Who misses
Maybe you
Thanksgiving games?
Yeah, who misses the Thanksgiving
That's
game?
kind of weird.
Jesus.
I know. I'm
Fucking
the worst.
weirdo. But no, it's kind of cool to see that. And then this actually answers our question: if that fool Guapome ever did, if he did back-to-backs, he didn't, or if he did multiples, he only won once. The only Landaugs won twice, Jeff's won 3 times, and everyone else has won or less.
I see that.
It's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do this. That's pretty dope. We should have done next year when we do the tourney. We should do like a $5 or $10 pot for the whole season, and whoever finishes in that, everyone fucking just Venmos me. I'll hold the money and then pay out the winner at the end of the year. As far as DraftKings, just your regular season for the league, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just like a little incentive. If you didn't pick up any pots throughout the year, you may still be able to hold down you may be able to win this pot by taking first. That could be like a winner take all thing. That'd be pretty dope. Since all the tourneys are winner take all too. The homie Vitzer's in 4th, holding it down. He's only done 7 contests though. So I think you'd have to do, if we did that next year, you'd have to do like a minimum of, what do we say? There's
10.
Fantasy 16 weeks in the regular season. I say you have to do 13. You can miss 3. I think you got to at least do 13. That would be the rule. If you guys are interested in that, man, let me know. That sounds like something that'd be really cool to do. Anything more on fantasy, or you want to jump into heaters?
I say I'm good.
All right, cool. So let's wrap that up, and we'll jump into a little section we call heaters.
All right, Em. This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Too hot, lady. Here comes the hot stepper.
All right, man. Heaters, week 16 edition. Let me go back and look at this. I figured this out. We had a little bit of an issue with the wins and losses, the numbers. I mixed it up. I fucked it up. I shit the bed. So let me go. Where's my heaters at? All right. So we both went into last weekend. Do you have the spreads from last weekend, Dallas?
I don't.
Or do you have a? Oh yeah, of course. What am I talking about? 21, 19. I need to adjust my push back. So I'm 21, 19, and 1. Dallas is 22 and 19. This is going into last week.
Week 15.
So let's go ahead and evaluate these really quick right here on the show. Dallas, 1 game lead. Going in, he had the Chiefs minus 3.5. We know he took that L right there.
Take that L on the way out.
There you go. So that's for Dal. And then you had the Ravens minus 7.5. What was the score there? Ravens. I think they end up pulling out the win, but I don't know if they covered 7.5. Damn it. They did. 20-12.
Yep.
8-point win.
That was my biggest win.
Dallas gets the dub there. So 22 and 19. So he's 23 and 20. And then he took the Giants minus 1.5. What were, let's see. Giants didn't score a point.
No.
That's right.
0.
All right. So 23 and 21. You're 2 games over 500. Wait. Oh, yeah, because you won 2. No, you fucking lost 2.
Lost 2.
Am I tripping again? You were 22 and 19. So you're 23 and 21. Yeah, you're 2 games over 500. I'm not tripping. All right. Me, I went with the Colts minus 3. I'm on the Colts heavy lately. Past 4 weeks, 3
so
weeks.
am I this week.
Oh, you're back on now you're back on the Colts this week.
Yep.
We were both on the Colts last week. We won. You jumped off the Colts. I took them again.
Yep.
They got the victory.
Oh, I love it.
I took the Ravens minus 7.5 as well with you. We were in agreement there. I got the dub. And then I also took the Pats minus 2.5. That was a struggle. Who saw the Pats fucking losing back-to-back games?
No shit.
Not me.
Shock.
So the Pats loss, that's going to put me at 20 losses, but I picked up 2 wins there. So that's going to take me to 23, 20, and 1. You're 23 and 1, or 23 and 21. So technically you're beating me by a half game here.
Yep.
Because of the push, killing me. This week, what are we jumping into? What's your most confident this week?
Most confident. Dude, I'm back on the Colts for sure. I have the Colts at -9. This is in the Colts dome. We love it. Andrew Luck's back at home. Got the home crowd. 6-man award. We're good to go. I love what Andrew Luck's doing. The Colts seem like very, very complete right now. And like you said, we've been hot on them the last 3 weeks. I took last week off. Dude,
They're -9 right now?
they're a bunch of winners.
Dude, the spread opened up at...
I saw it -14.
It opened up at -6.
Really?
Yeah.
Last I saw it was -14 like 2 or 3 days ago.
Holy shit.
And now it's back down to -9.
Vegas hates the Giants, huh?
Yep.
All right, let me double check it real quick. Colts. Oh, that's last week's spreads. All right, 16. All right. 999. Fuck, dude. I got 10.5 on Yahoo. Let me check.
Yeah.
Let me check with the bookie. God damn. Why did it go up so high?
Yeah. That might be too high.
No. Dallas, you're in already. You're locked.
You're locked.
No, I'm just kidding. Here, let me well, I don't know how you have time to research another game, so you kind of just is what it is. No, I do have 9 on my bookie site, 10.5 on Yahoo. I'll give you the 9.
Good. I'll take it.
Fuck it.
I like
Colts -9.
Pena, what do you think? You like
Dallas.
I like it.
that game? Cool.
Is that one of your picks too, Pena? Is that one of your?
Now I'm starting to think about it.
Oh,
I think I
geez.
might want to put in a little parlay this week.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Parlay is a sucker bet, bud. All right.
Is that what it is? All right, cool. No
remember-
sucker bets.
I remember my first time.
I remember my. Yeah, I remember. No.
Stick to that spread then.
I used to get down on parlays. It's so
Dude,
hard.
Me too in Vegas. Ugh.
Joey tried a 3-game underdog parlay last night on NBA.
Yeah. So super low buy-in and super high winners.
Yeah, because he took 3 underdogs. Like it was like plus 335, plus 170, and plus 190.
Oh shit!
So it was 20 to win 650.
Yeah.
And he lost the first game.
Absolutely.
The first game underdog wrecked his fucking parlay. But it's nice. Like anytime you can put up 20 and possibly win 650, it feels.
I like
feels
that
fun.
better than a lotto ticket all day long.
Right. Feels
Dude,
fun.
that's what I did remember in Vegas when the Cavs were going home in the finals.
Yeah.
It was a lock for them to win, and I had already won the 2 baseball games, just waiting for that game, and I could have won $350 on a $25 bet. Same thing.
Crazy.
Lost.
All right, my most confident. I'm not on the Colts this week, man. I'm off the Colts. I'm jumping off the bandwagon. I think at the right time. Spread's a little too high for me. I'm gonna go with the Browns. Browns -7.
Ooh.
Yep. I think I have Baker Mayfield in fantasy. I'm just fucking going all in on the Browns. I think the Browns are hot right now. I think they're looking good. They're still potentially alive in the playoffs. They need some help, and they got to win out. But I think Baker's got them going. I think Brown. Dude, I just like the Browns. I honestly, it's crazy to me that Greg Williams is kind of playing his way into that job, dude.
Yeah.
I thought when he was hired as the interim coach, there was no way that he was going to, there's no shot. He has no shot at getting the job. They're going to hire someone, Mike McCarthy or someone else at the end of the year. The fact that he has them doing what they're doing, Baker Mayfield's turnaround, the offense's turnaround, you got to give Greg Williams a lot of credit.
Dude, this is my middle of the road. So I have the same one, and for the reason is this is revenge game of 2018. This is it. Division rivals. We got Hugh Jackson on the other side. Baker's coming in pissed. That team's coming in pissed. They got something to prove. Watch out.
I think that spread went up though, right? From 7 to 9.
Yeah.
I see it at 9.
Let me see. My bookie's got it at 9. Yahoo's got it. Let's see.
I locked me in at 9. I'm good.
9. Fuck. I'm with you. I had 7. I was feeling very good at 7. Not feeling very good at about 9, to be honest with you. But that's what happens. So you have
So I have the Colts at -9, and I have the Browns.
You have the Browns
now
as well.
at -9. Yep.
all right. So it's my turn.
So what's your second?
My second one. I don't know if this is second. Yeah, I'll go with the Falcons. Falcons +3. Let me make sure the spread's still the same there.
You had Falcons at +3?
Yeah. But this is before Cam Newton was announced out.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It probably
'cause
moved.
I'm seeing that's totally shifted. I'm seeing Atlanta minus 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that game. Fuck Atlanta.
Yeah.
They're not going
I
to.
don't like that game now. But yeah, that changed immensely after Cam Newton. The scam Newton.
God, that sucks, dude. Fuck Cam. You know what? Fuck it. I will just go. This was going to be the third third most confident, but I'm going to go with the Saints minus 5.5.
Ooh.
I love them in the dome. Like I said, I could see the game possibly going under, but
That total was 53.
53 or 53 and a half.
I would have done it. I would have done it at 51.
So I might bet the under on this one just to fuck around.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go on the fly. I'm gonna switch it up, and this game is gonna be both of my picks. I'm taking the Saints minus 5.5, and I'm also taking the under 53.
You have them at 6.5?
5.5.
Okay, good.
What do you have, Matt?
I have them at 6, but I would take the 5.5 if
Saints. Let me see.
I'm taking Breeze, because here's the deal. All of my ships, my 2 ships, and my third place is all Breeze heavy. I've got to take the Saints this week.
You got 5.5?
I don't think they're going to cover.
I have to. They're covered.
I think the Steelers, it's closer than that 6, and the Steelers possibly come up with the
dub?
victory.
I have 6
it's a
on
shootout for sure, and I wouldn't do the under.
I don't like
53
I don't like the
is a little bit of points.
I don't like.
What is that? 28, 31, easy. You're
If
done?
it was 50,
everybody. I guarantee everyone's banging the over. Go ahead. You can go ahead and
Take that L on the way out.
there you go.
if it was
So what do we got on this 10 or what?
Sure, I'll bet fucking 600.
No,
What do you need?
I don't have franchise money.
Oh well, then we'll.
do a 20, make it worth your time.
All right, wait.
For what are we doing though? The spread or?
That's up to you guys.
I'm down with the spread,
all right.
and I have 6 in front of me, so I'll take 6.
Okay, so do you want 2 bets?
Just one. Just
Oh,
one.
so you don't want the under. You just want the Pittsburgh plus
You're
6.
taking the under.
I'm taking the under. My two final picks. I'm going the Saints minus 6 and then the under 53 for the game.
Yeah, I'll do 10 on each.
10 on each. Okay, you and me, we're on.
And
All
I'm
right.
just and I'm just taking the spread. I'm just taking the minus 6.
Okay, so you got minus 6. What's your now I have the Browns minus 9, Saints minus 6, and the under 53 in the Saints Pittsburgh game.
Yep.
What do you have for your third one?
That is my third one.
Oh, the Saints. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Saints, minus
so you
6.
have the Colts minus 9, the Browns minus 9, and the Saints minus 6.
Got it.
All favorites. I'm going all favorites. Well, I'm going 2 favorites and an under. This is my first over-under bet of the year. You took your first over-under bet in about week 3, and we saw that went poorly for you, and you dipped your toe in the
Never
water,
touched it
and then
again.
you ran away from the pool. You've never come back to that. That was fun.
I pissed my pants.
That's scary money, huh?
Yeah, that was neat. Dallas tested the over-under, got burned, and ran so fast. I've
Got
never
out
seen
of it.
anyone he didn't even remotely try. He didn't even maybe I might take another over-under this week.
Nope.
Never mentioned it again.
Never.
Has never come back to it.
Won't do it.
All right, so there we go. 23, 20, and 1 for me. 23 and 21 for Dallas. We're kind of coming down to it here, bro. We're coming down to the end of the regular season. Are we? Hold up.
Makes me sad.
Do we have any bets on who finishes the season better? I don't see any here under my bet list.
We had the Bears, whether they make the playoffs.
I know I have that. I have the Bears making the playoffs. I have the Warriors over under 63.5 wins.
Yep.
I have the Lakers over under 49.5 wins, and I have the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
Okay?
That sounds about
Those
right.
are the bets we have for season long. I don't see anything for this. So do you want to continue these heaters through I guess we might as well just continue them through the whole regular season through the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Even that week heaters will just be one pick.
What's that Bears bet that we had?
Bears making the playoffs. I say yes, you say no. That's it.
I said no, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I
you
already
did.
lost that.
Ouch.
I already lost that.
Yeah, so pay up.
Might as well.
$5.
What is it, $5? Cool.
Yeah.
I got you.
Which I've given you more than plenty of 5s on this fucking. Oh, you don't do cash? That's fine.
No, I got cash.
That's fine.
Hold on.
I give you cash all the time.
Hold up.
You give me trash all the time.
Let's do it on vid. Hold on.
You're Trastro World. You're fucking, what's his name? Who does Trastro World? I can't think of his name right now. Travis Scott. Jesus. Killed me. All right, so that's heaters wrapping up week 16. I think we're probably good on the podcast, man. Is there anything more that you guys want to cover or anything more that we didn't get to cover on the show? Thank you for the $5. Dallas handing me some
Bet
cold
on it.
hard cash here. The Lincoln. I'm looking through the rundown. I don't see anything else. I kind of wanted to hit on Eric Reed with the NFL and their random drug tests. I saw he had a statement on that. We'll kind of get into that next show because it's a longer form thing. I just thought it was interesting.
Gotcha.
Interesting comments.
I would just leave the podcast with Banksy. There's confirmation from Banksy's IG that he just did a new mural in, I believe it to be Wales in the UK.
Okay, I saw it.
So kind of a fire mural. What'd you think of the mural?
I thought it was super sick. I thought it was sick initially before
Yeah.
I even saw the other side of it. If you haven't seen it, it's a kid on it's like it's on a building, and then it
One
kind of wraps
side,
around the corner. So the painting is on the corner of one building and it's on the side, and it shows this kid and he kind of has his head up in the air and he
Two
has his
different
tongue out,
perspectives, essentially.
and the snow is kind of falling. And then when you turn the corner, when you go around to the other side of the building, you see this dumpster fire and smoke and ash.
And all the ash and
that's
crazy
kind of
shit.
leading over. And then that's what the kid's actually catching in his mouth.
That's
They're
what
like
the
ash
snow
flakes.
is made out of. Yeah. So it's this.
It's not really
dual
snow,
perspective.
but the video is very well done. The video is super dope. The way they shot it, it kind of shows you that perspective. They put the Christmas music in it. It's like a little kid singing. And then all of a sudden the drone pans to the other side and you see the dumpster fire and the smoke going up to the top of the building and kind of burning. And then it transitions around to the other side of that perspective, as JJ said. And you just see the kid holding his tongue out for ash, basically. I thought it was super cool. I thought it was super artistic.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the video, watch the video for sure. Don't just look at the picture and say, "Oh yeah, that's a win."
Yeah.
Watch the video because it looks like it's obviously shot with the drone, and then it pans out and then shows kind of the cityscape, which is cool.
I saw the video. That's all I saw. You said you saw the picture. You didn't see the video initially.
Correct.
What does the picture look like?
Yeah.
Does it show both sides?
It just shows both sides.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's just a picture from the corner.
Shot right in the middle, so you're able to see both perspectives.
It's cool, but you're right. Totally not as cool as the video.
Video
really does it a different kind of justice, and it's really weird. It looks like it's painted on like the back of an old. It's like
a storage shed.
Honestly, it's worse than industrial area. Like you were talking about industrial area with the Niners Stadium. This is like.
This is slums.
Shantytown. Yeah, exactly. Like it looks, it's crazy.
It looks like a tool shed, like a slums of a tool shed of a crazy
The
ass
roof
backyard.
is like built.
It's like a port or something.
Yeah. Exactly. Super crazy. But so check that out, man. If you haven't got to, you can check it out on Banksy's IG page.
Yep.
Dude's got more than 5 million followers. Follows no one.
It's a great follow.
Super sick. Yeah. I guess we'll kind of end on that. I told you guys we'll be running down the DraftKings tournament this weekend. Couple questions for you guys in the comments, if you could answer these for us just to help us out. Do you guys want to, when we get into the playoffs, and we get a couple weeks away here, but when we get in the playoffs and they have games on Saturdays and Sundays for the first 2 weeks during the wild card weekend and then the second weekend, do you guys want us to do one DraftKings tournament for the whole weekend where you select all 4 games, or do you want us to do 2 separate DraftKings tournaments, one on Saturday, one on Sunday? Everyone that participates in DraftKings, I would love to hear your feedback. I'm down for either. Obviously, that means you're going to have to come out of the pocket $5 on Saturday, $5 on Sunday. So, as long as you're down to do that, just make sure you understand that it's going to be 2 different pots. So there's going to be, but as you're paying out 2 different pots, you also have 2 different chances to win. You're not screwed if your team totally shits the bed on Saturday and you only had one player playing on Sunday. You can we'll start a whole new day on Sunday. So you guys want it as a cumulative with the whole weekend as one tournament, or do you want to have 2 separate tournaments, one for Saturday, one for Sunday for the first 2 weekends? Obviously, once we get into AFC, NFC Championship weekend, the 3rd weekend of the playoffs, there's only Sunday games.
Correct.
It's just 2 games on Sunday. That's it. But for the first 2 weeks, what would you guys like to do? I'll kind of leave the podcast there with that question. And again, apologize. We're not gonna be back on Christmas. I hope everybody does have a good Christmas, has a great holiday. We'll be back right before New Year's next Friday with another episode of the Most Underrated Podcast. And as always, we'll see you fools Friday.